Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the Hills Casino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey Show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Ryan.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out. Oh, yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten him up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten up. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay.
Oh, gosh. Listen, I'm in charge today. I'm producing. That's why that little foible right there in the beginning. Okay, let me find my music. Oh, gee. God. For the love of all things holy. All right, then this was supposed to happen. See?
It's all Dave's fault.
See how that was supposed to work? Yeah. Well, it is Dave's fault because he calls in sick at the last moment.
I have a cold.
It just doesn't sound like Dave. It doesn't sound like Dave.
No, you know what, though? It does to me because, like, even during the COVID and stuff, he was very, he said he's got to work Monday. He's going back to work Monday.
Okay.
So he's got to be really careful about everything. And, he's had some other medical issues, so... But I kind of see it. Because I remember a day he showed up for the show, Matt, and he was out in the green room, and he caught rumor that somebody might have COVID for the show. Out. He packed his stuff and got the hell out.
Yeah.
Those tattoos are a facade.
You mean he's really not a macho guy?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man. You can say that when he's not here. All right? Yeah.
Right, I wouldn't say it if he was here.
No, of course. All right. Well, hey, welcome, my friends.
Well, I miss him already.
Yeah. Well, I miss him a lot because I got to produce this thing, which means I got to punch the buttons. It ain't easy, my friends. And for those of you doing real jobs, like you beautiful truckers here in the good old United States of America, I know what you're thinking. Shut up, wuss. That's what you're thinking. Matt, shut up, you wuss. I got a real gig. But, it's just not, it's not what I'm used to when I have to be in control of everything. It ain't easy. And then 2 seconds before we go on, all of my show prep vanished before my very eyes. And then at the last second, I was able to retrieve it. The very last second. Yay. And for once, Mark C.G. Boyer, the computer whiz, was no help whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well, that's normal.
Man, I got to
And I had to figure it out for myself. That's my brother Mark.
Speaking
that's Ralph Odierno over
There you
there.
go.
And Mark C.G. Boyer. And, of course, Tattoo Dave is wussing out on us today. Yeah, Mart?
Speaking of Mark, there, you know the little show that him and Burl Bear do before the show? It's the first time I really gave it a listen today.
No.
Best show ever.
Best show ever.
Best show ever. But no, I was told by
Tremendous
Mark,
half
I
hour.
walked out into the green room. No, what happened? He goes, oh, our gas crapped out. I go, so you guys can't do a show without a guest. Okay, I got it. It's good. I mean, I'm not putting you guys down. But Ralph and I looked at each other and said, we could probably do our own show without even, we'll just come up with crap.
I don't.
We'll try crap.
I mean, the concept of their show is, it's not something.
Talk
that-
about the Mansons.
Well, it's
Talk
not
about
something that I embrace. I mean, it's true crime, and I don't get it. That's a chick thing. I mean, it really is.
It is.
It's a chick thing.
Ralph.
I thought you were going to mention. I thought you were going to jump on this thing.
I
Ralph.
was until you said the chick thing because I was going to say, well, Marty and I could have talked about the true crime of stealing an election.
Well,
Right.
see. Oh, you got to be careful because they will ban us on YouTube. We are streaming, are we not? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure because I'm watching the cameras. Boy, we've had how many minutes of the show and absolutely no content so far?
But we've handled it.
By the way, you're not the only one that YouTube is now shadow banning. You can't find anything bad about Kamala Harris on YouTube.
Yeah, except, and by the way, our headline today on our show on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube will probably get this show banned. But don't say it, but it's there. And for those of you watching us on YouTube and on Rumble, they won't ban us on Rumble. They're good people over there, Rumble. But on YouTube, they may ban us, and if they do, then you'll know why. I will go so far as to say that from here on out, I refer to the vice president and potential. No, I don't even want to say president, but of course, it appears that she is replacing Biden. I wish I would have predicted this. I wish I could have come up with this, say, a week ago. But you see, not one to boast. From now on, she will be referred to as Kamalatoe. And let's just stick with that.
Yeah.
Get that out there and stay with it. And a new moniker for that wonderful vice president named Kamalatoe Harris. Hey,
But I love how Biden, his little speech or whatever, he still steps around. He steps on the side of like what it really was. He cannot do the job. He is incapable of doing the job.
and he was forced out, is what old Schumer and the boys in blue sort of forced him out. I mean,
It was Joe Pesci in Goodfellas.
yeah, 100%, man.
I'm a made man. Yeah, now you're gonna kill me.
Yeah,
exactly.
He was so done. Oh, believe me, if it were up to him, he'd still be there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he was forced out. Hey, this is sort of a non sequitur, but fits into the entire tightness of what we do here on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. I found this really funny. This was sent me by my buddy John Albee, who I'm assuming is still out there on the fishing boat. But when he is inland, he lives in the great state of Arizona. This is a dude interviewing a Muslim guy. And this cracked me up to the point where I will play this 45 seconds. I think you'll get a kick out of this, too. So just keep in mind, white guy interviewing a Muslim guy.
Muslims keep their women covered.
Okay, so why is that feeding back now? Oh, it's
How hard could it be?
it's just going to be one of those days.
That's how good Dave
Right,
is.
Dave?
That's how good Dave is.
If I did this, if I produced every week, I'd have it down. But I don't know.
Muslims keep
Okay, so why is that
A
happening?
lot of reverb there.
No, it's echo delay.
Yeah, I just
Reverb and
I don't
same crap.
understand why that's happening. I don't understand it. Maybe it was the way I recorded it.
Muslims keep their women covered.
It's a good room sound.
And they don't allow them to drive.
Okay, let's see if you can even understand this enough.
Yeah, it's like you're at a Kiss concert, but go ahead.
Let's see if you can understand this enough where you hear the funny. And if not, then I'll stop it. It's probably because I recorded this at the last minute. Okay, here we go.
Muslims keep their women covered.
Okay, so what he's... Boy, this could take the rest of the show.
Yeah, you're going to dissect this
Well,
whole
what
thing?
what he's saying is...
translate.
okay, just try.
Muslims keep their women covered. And they don't allow them to drive. Leave the house alone. Or go to school. So would you say that a lot of Islamic practices are just common sense?
So did you get that?
I did.
Okay,
I
so
kinda-
they're not allowed to drive. And so when you say a lot of Muslim practices are common sense.
He should have thrown in vote as well.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot more to it, but, I'm not going to put you through that.
Oh, boy.
Hey,
that's
Jim Clark in a perfect world. Jim Clark, our train guy from Virginia City, Nevada, will be on the show today. And this man is the man that did every train stunt in every cool movie over the past 40 years. And he is a special speaker at that what do they call that thing? The Western, hold on.
Great Western Show?
Nah, it's the, he's a guest speaker at 34th Lone Pine Film Festival. And it's a cowboy thing. And we have him as a special guest today. But this man knew them all, from Gary Cooper, Humphrey Bogart, to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, this guy is the man. And he lives up there in Virginia City, Nevada, God's country.
And Ralph, what happens if our guest backs out?
We have to stop the show.
Right.
We go out in the green room and take a nap.
Yeah. I just had to ask.
I don't know how you get content without a guest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we'll give it a shot here. So I was sent a note, and it was, are Democrats using AI, Joe, to replace bumbling Biden? And it's sort of an interesting concept because he sort of A's and B's that phone in, and they do this, it seems, when it comes to him making the phone calls. And if you notice, the one where he dropped out, there was no real conversation there, as though this was pre-recorded. Did you watch any of this and listen to this, Ralph Odierta?
No, but I'm still shocked he has the nuclear codes.
Yeah.
Well, no, he shouldn't be in office right now.
Okay, let me find this here. Oh, it's not easy.
I mean, it's cliche now. Everybody says it, but it's true. If he can't run this time, then he can't be president right now.
Okay, so here we go. I think this is July 8th, if I can find this thing, on the Morning Joe, and this was a phone call. Now, we're not saying that this phone call, this is sort of the old bumbling old Joe Biden, but he does much better when he's on the phone. And then I'll play what some of us may think is an AI version of Biden, but this is him on. And is it just me, or that Joe, is he a doofus or what?
Completely.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's an idiot, right?
I don't know whatever happened to him. He had a decent career as a Republican out of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got together with that Mika Brzezinski.
You mean Commie Brzezinski? Yeah.
And next thing you know, he's got a ball gag in his mouth.
Yeah, here we go.
Something a little different, and from inside the White House, we have a special guest joining us now.
Don't you hear it in her voice, how tingly she is? It's a ting on the inside of her leg. She feels the tingle right there.
Oh, the 46th president of the United States and presumptive.
See, this is July 8th, my friends.
Democratic nominee Joe Biden calling in to Morning Joe right now. Good morning, sir.
Hey, Mika, I'm more than presumptive. I'm going to be the Democratic nominee.
Oops. Oops. Just another.
Too soon.
Just another lie of a myriad lies from the pie hole of that old coot.
Okay, well, Mr. President, that leads to the letter that we just received a few minutes ago. And I'm curious, there's a part of it where you talk about the fact that you got 14 million votes, 87% of the vote. It was an open process. You only had 3 people running against you. You have 3,900 delegates. And then you...
That's a bit of a democratic process. What's going on now, though? Now, so none of those votes count.
Nope.
In fact, Kamalatoe, Kamala Harris, not one vote for her. Am I wrong here, Ralph?
Zero
votes for Kamalatoe.
And by the way, when she ran for president in 2020 in the Democratic primary,
yeah, what happened, Ralph?
0 votes.
Zero.
She's not likable. She's not a likable person.
But don't say unelectable.
I didn't say that.
When I talked to my buddy John Albee several years ago, when it was Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, he is the one that said, Matt, no fear, Hillary Clinton is unelectable. Now, I haven't received that email from John yet, and I've been meaning to talk to him about it because if I get word from him that she's unelectable, I will stop sweating. But, anything's possible. If it's a fair election, I do believe we win hands down. This is more of whatever you want to call the mummy in chief with Joe on the Morning Joe, and of course the beautiful commie, his wife.
Ask this question: do we now just say the process didn't matter, that the voters didn't have a say? I'm curious, is that an allusion also to Donald Trump and the fact that Democrats, you believe, may now be doing the same thing that Donald Trump tried to do in 2020, and that is overthrow the popular will of Democratic voters?
Well, look, Joe, let me say it this way.
Yeah, this should be good.
And I've been on the road so much, all over the country. And while Trump is riding around in a golf cart, filling out his golf cart before he even hit.
Oh, nice try, Joe.
Is it a golf cart or golf cart or what's your score, Joe?
Yeah, who has the thousand? Not. Believe me, when push comes to shove, okay, Donald Trump attracts thousands upon thousands of folks to his rallies. It doesn't matter unless he wins. We know that. But at least he can get through a damn sentence. He could at least, and paragraphs, pretty good. Trump's pretty good when it comes to paragraphs.
Full-on novels.
yeah.
The ball. But anyway, he hadn't been anywhere in 10 days. I've been all over the country, number one. And I've gone over the country for several reasons. One, to make sure my instinct was right about the party still wanting me to be the nominee. And all the data shows that the average Democrat out there who voted, 14 million of them that voted for me, still want me to be the nominee.
Okay, then what happened here? How many votes for Kamalatoe?
Zero.
Zero. What, 14 million for old Joseph here?
It was close.
He just
13.5 million here or there.
And by the way,
give or take.
I mean, you got to give him a little credit. But he will only eat what's served to him in his lunch pail by his wife. I want you to know that.
Is it a Scooby-Doo lunch pail?
Yeah, even to this day.
Meddling
Yeah,
kids.
of course it is.
Number one. Number two, the idea that Donald...
I hate to hear Joe Biden say number two. Because I just know it's happening as he's yes.
It's getting squishy.
You can sort of hear it in his voice.
has gained in any substantial way as his argument to why he should be president.
Did he say substantial?
Yeah.
All right, we're making up words here.
Is anywhere convincing than it was 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. It's just not there. And we're just starting to focus on Trump. And look, I attended.
You're just starting to focus. You believe me. You can't rest on the last 3.5 years of your presidency. There's nothing to show there except doom and gloom for America. The only thing you got is making Trump out to be a really bad guy.
I don't think you should ever use the word focus.
I think you're right.
I spoke to over 600 people at Mount Airy Church of God in Christ in Philly. I stopped by campaign offices with John Fetterman and Madeline Dean, both strongly supporting me. The president of the first.
Of course, Fetterman strongly supports you because you're the only guy smarter than he is.
Lady, we spoke at a campaign ice cream social for APSME, Council 13 in Harrisburg. 40 minutes after we spoke with supporters, stopped by Denim Coffee. I mean, I was with the governor of Pennsylvania, who's still strongly supporting me. I mean, so look. The fact is that this week I'm going to be hosting NATO summit here in D.C. going to hold a press conference on Thursday. On Wednesday, I met with the national union leaders of the AFL-CIO. On Friday, I traveled to Detroit, Michigan for a campaign event. Just on down the line. And so I'm not getting any of what I was told.
Now, remember, this is July 8th.
Right.
This is July 8th on the Morning Joe.
I wanted to make sure I was right, that the average voter out there still...
He doesn't give an ass about it. It's all lies. I wanted to make sure I was right. What sort of a poll is that, you big mummy-ass piece of crap?
Wanted Joe Biden, and I'm confident they do. And I'm confident, and like I said, the press is with me. I think they've been very fair. I haven't read any reporting they did today. But the fact is that, I think they have to acknowledge we had large crowds and enthusiastic.
Did he say Rand McNally?
Yes.
Just out of nowhere.
That's what I
sort of a non sequitur.
Because he forgot Thomas Brothers Guide.
So it's all about, I guess, in the new year, in 2025, it'll be all about Rand McNally.
Crowds. And, and now they're talking about whether I use a prompter. Well, I did it all extemporaneously. The fact of the matter is, I was using prompters too. I don't get that. But at any rate, the bottom line here is that we're not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere.
How about that, huh?
Say that twice, man. He doubled down on it.
Oh, no, he's doubled, he's tripled. He ain't going anywhere except...
Unless you get booted out.
Except out of the old raceroo. Right there, big old Mama Joe?
I wouldn't be running if I didn't absolutely believe that I am the best candidate to beat Donald Trump in 2024. We had a Democratic...
And he almost, even with his stumbling, bumbling here, he almost sounds cognizant. He almost on the phone. Yeah, Mark?
But didn't you just say that Kamala Harris is the best candidate to beat Donald Trump?
Yeah, well...
He says that now.
Yeah,
but he was the best. I'm the best candidate. No,
yeah, well, he was given...
That was Kamalatoe.
He was given his marching orders, and, he could only take so much of that.
Nominating process where the voters spoke clearly. I won 14 million of those.
Yeah, unlike you.
Votes, etc. So I just want, I not only believe that from the beginning, but I wanted to reassert and demonstrate that it's true. And I'm going to be doing that all through this week and from here on.
So we noted yesterday there was quite a contrast to the people that were supporting you yesterday compared to, say, a lot of the Washington insiders and Hollywood moguls, and go down the list of very powerful people that want you out compared to the support that you had in Pennsylvania yesterday.
Remember, this is July 8th.
That said, there are a lot of people of goodwill who love you, who believe you did a great job in your first term, who are still concerned yesterday.
Who are those people that feels he did a great job?
His wife, Mika.
His wife, Mika. The only reason they thought he did a great job is because it wasn't Donald Trump. That's all. There is not one positive in the last 3.5 years. It's sick. So I'm going to contrast that with the recent phone call, Joe Mummy Biden opting out of the campaign, and whoever that chick is standing there all gleefully, but she's not having a conversation with him. You notice that. There's a reason for that. Hey, thank you for watching us on YouTube, on Rumble, on X. We're having a tough time with X now. It's always something. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio and the greatest radio stations in America. Thank you for being there.
dive bar at the end of the Walk of Fame. The cartilage left over in a bag of Popeye's chicken. Chronic talk from stars, would-be stars, wannabes, and people who just want to hear themselves talk. This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen. What a boy would be if Siegfried and Roy had a son.
All right, my friends. All right, my friendlies. Welcome back, Magic Matt Outlaw Radio. On YouTube, on Rumble, sometimes on X, who knows. But we are the greatest radio stations throughout the universe, and thank you for punching it in exactly. Magic Matt Outlaw Radio. Follow us on YouTube and like us. I guess you have to like us. Ow. Something to do with them analytics.
Tom Likas.
You're probably the first person that's spoken that name in 10 years.
I would do his impression because I do it well, but
and by the way, God rest his soul, man. Radio talent here in Los Angeles.
Well, no, I think he's alive.
Oh, he is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, God bless him.
But Slash, our California resident that lives over there in Encino Hills, he lost his daughter last week, and she passed away. I don't know what from.
26 years of age.
I want to say God bless.
Okay, first of all, first of all, that's bad news, and I feel for him. But secondly, how did that dovetail from speaking of a former radio personality, Tom Likas?
Oh, it was on the board, non sequiturs for 100.
Into Slash losing his daughter.
Okay, let's put this together.
Somebody help.
Let's put this together.
Okay, help me.
I'll help you.
Marty wanted to be relevant.
So he said no.
But
so he when he said God rest his soul, that meant he passed away. I said, oh, he hasn't passed away. I thought of somebody that just recently did pass away, and Slash's daughter came to mind.
Oh, that is.
That's actually smart thinking, but
that is ridiculous.
Yeah, slow down, Matt.
That is a transition that I'm telling you, not even Mika Brzezinski would make. That is ridiculous.
That was very Joe Biden of you.
Yeah, it really was. So he said, God rest his soul, so it must be time to rest someone's soul, and it happens to be. I'm sure there are other famous people.
How much more you got on this, Mac? I'm getting bored. You're boring me. Well, so let's go.
If I'm boring you, then I am off to a good start.
All right, let's move on.
Because
man.
those were those intelligent thinkers out there.
Who gives an ass about this? Move on. People don't want to hear this.
Then why the dovetailing?
So you're going to continue this? We're going to stay on this topic right now.
Well, you brought the topic up.
Yes, you brought it up.
No, you stopped it down and said, I've got to know why. You continued.
Because it was so stupid.
Fine. But continue on it? Let's do the whole rest.
At least, Mart, admit it was stupid. And then I'll move on.
It was moronic, but...
It was.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
But anyway, it makes sense. But listen, I want to continue talking about this. Now I'm going to talk about this the whole show.
Oh, good.
I will. I'm going to come around to this. I'm going to circle back.
So anytime anyone
it's
says...
an important topic. Marty, what's her name?
Anytime anyone says God rest her soul, it'll go back to Slash of Guns N' Roses' daughter.
Yeah.
And by the way,
let me circle back.
That is a terrible... I mean, I can't even imagine something... And knock on wood right here.
Well, his stepdaughter.
I have a daughter.
But it doesn't matter.
And what's her name?
I don't know.
Okay, so you bring it, and you don't even know the name of the daughter. But I'm the one who's out of line. All right.
Do you know her name, Ralph?
Let's move
on.
No,
and I didn't bring it up.
Oh, okay.
No,
last week when I brought up someone that died, I said Bob Newhart. I knew his name.
You did know his name. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to keep on going?
And he's still dead,
now it's
as far as I know.
Now it's kind of getting more interesting, so we can keep on moving.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Bunch of idiots I work with.
Yeah.
Clowns. Clowns. I got a guy sleeping over there. What the hell's he doing in the shot? I don't know, but somehow it does something.
Oh, yeah.
The clowns to the left of you, the jokers to the right.
By the way, see, I am also controlling the cameras. So I just had to take a look. He is on camera sleeping. So don't wake him. don't wake him, whatever you do. Last segment, I was playing a little ditty where old Joe Biden called in to the other Sleepy Joe show on. Are they on MSN? I think it's just a bad the Morning Joe.
MSNBC.
Yeah, it's so bad. And I wanted to A and B both those phone calls, because that one came in July 8th. This one, now hear President Biden speak for the first time since dropping out of the 24 presidential election. And I think, okay, so I got to punch this in. Oh, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Did you hear about the guitar player from Guns N' Roses? Just saying.
I didn't even say God rest anyone's soul. I mean, isn't that your cue?
Nope.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna circle back.
Here we go. I think that was Biden passing out.
Yes.
Let's hear that again. That's in fact, that's the best Joe has sounded in a long time.
That's like when Mark Boyer passed out in here and hit his head on the curb.
That is nice.
Sounds like that.
All right. In theory, my friendlies, this is Joe Biden calling in the first time since he dropped out of the race, and he's making his presence known via telephone call. And the question is this AI? Because there was no conversation whatsoever. And you could tell that the gal standing there listening to old Joe on the phone, she knew not to ask any questions or acknowledge him in any way. Here we go. I think it's coming up.
People's hair for the next stuff.
You say pubic hairs? That's what I heard. Yeah. His mind has always been on that, by the way. And being a heterosexual male, which I believe he is, I don't blame him for that. I'll get back to this call in a second, but I don't want to forget this. I think this is an important point. You know, it's so easy for us to talk about Kamala being a whore and, whoring around San Francisco. And,
I think that's her best quality.
and sleeping with a mayor and all that, and trying to make that a negative. I thought about this good and hard. And
nice pun.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are too simple.
Madonna did the same thing. And P.S., I've always given her credit for that. She had the eye of the tiger. I'm going to do whatever it takes to achieve massive success with limited talent. Because you got to admit, she has limited talent.
Yeah.
I mean, she can barely sing, for God's sakes. And when she first did Lucky Star, which was her first hit, she couldn't dance. She had to take dance classes after that.
And she probably figured, what's 5 minutes? Take just 5 minutes.
I might as well use my feminine wiles and become a billionaire, and that's what she did. So when it comes to Kamala Harris, she had the eye of the tiger, did the same thing in San Francisco. So I have elected to well, first of all, not elect her, but second of all, I have elected not to throw her under the bus for her sexual trajectory there in San Francisco and using her sexual female wiles to get, quote unquote, ahead and to the point where she's vice president and now, for all intents and purposes, running for president.
So you think that's on par for someone with a talent like a Kim Kardashian who reached a billionaire status?
I don't even hold it against her. I've never watched.
That's a different category.
But I've never watched any of her crap. I never have. And it's like, okay, good for you. But they started off rich, didn't they?
No, she started off with a sex tape.
Oh, that's right.
Rob, what family did they come from?
Yeah, that's right.
Robert Kardashian. They had money, but they weren't really.
All right, they had money. So,
but it was the sex tape that exploded her career.
No, I think
there's no career.
I think. Listen to me. I think all bets are off when it comes to Kamalatoe's sexual prowess and the fact that she used that. Good on you, girl. Good on you. I think we simply have to take her at face value and who is she and what is her platform and what has she and her mummy-in-chief done in a positive nature for the United States of America in the last 3.5 years.
She had one thing to do, just take care of the borders. She couldn't do that.
Well, now don't let it creep out. Don't call her the border czar.
No, she was a diplomat.
Yeah, even though that's what she was, and it's been on record that she was the border czar. But now, of course,
try Googling that.
No, you won't find anything.
Nope.
No, of course not.
And when I said about
the proof is out there, however.
Right. When talking about the YouTube shadow banning, Sean Hannity played a clip of her calling 18 to 24-year-olds stupid.
Yes, and I've heard the clip, as a matter of fact.
And so I went to YouTube that day when Sean played it, and there it was. The next day I wanted to post it on Facebook. It's gone.
Oh, yeah. No. This platform that many of you are watching, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, YouTube, I'm telling you, these are miscreants, man. These are America-hating miscreants, and they're going to tell you what to do and how to vote. It is a sickness, my friends.
Well, it's funny, Ralph, a lot of this stuff's taken down, like with Kamala, bad stuff. Well, it's all bad stuff.
Yeah.
But the things I watch, like James Klug interviewing people and stuff, there's all kinds of still stuff.
Well, because they downloaded it.
Right.
But if you go today to search for it, you can't find it.
Yeah, I just searched
All right, back to this Biden phone call where he's opting out of the race.
3 or 4 days, but I'm going to be on the road, and I'm not going anywhere. It's kept me away a little bit, but, I want people to remember that what we have done has been incredible, and we get so much more we're going to get done. And so I want to say a little.
So you're not going to be happy until every one of us in the United States of America is without a job,
right?
And none of
homeless
us
without a job,
and none of us can afford even an egg, not a dozen eggs, but an egg.
Yeah.
So you won't be happy until you finish that job, right, Mummy Joe?
Kamala, if she can hear me, I know she's going to be speaking shortly, and I want to say to the team, embrace her.
I think he's embrace her is what he said. Though.
Oh, believe me, she's been embraced several times.
I want to call today to thank everybody.
Oh man,
party time!
I got to tell you, there are only I don't dirty little secret. There are only 100 of them, and what they do is they take them from the audience from The View, and then they put them in buses, and then take them wherever there is some sort of a woke lefty Democrat sort of staging, and they put them in the audience.
They have much speed dial as the View audience.
And there they are, a bunch of cackling, friggin' dip-ass lefty woke idiots. There's more here.
Everybody in this effort. I know yesterday's news is surprising, and
it is.
And it's hard for you to hear.
No,
but it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, but it was much harder for Joe to hear. Believe you me. If it were up to him, he'd still be in the race. That's the honest-to-God truth.
It's. I know it's hard because you poured your heart and soul into me to help us win this thing. Help me get this nomination.
But by the way, very quickly here, he has a money shot, and I'll end on that.
Help me win the nomination, and then go on to win the presidency.
Whatever that thing is, yeah.
But you're an amazing team. But we've got a great. I think we made the right decision. I know how hard.
Well, you didn't make the decision, Joe, and you know it. Every word out of his mouth is a lie.
You've worked. How many sacrifices you made, and so many of you, uprooted your lives for me, and the kind of commitments you people make for anything these days, but you made it.
You people.
And I've been honored and humbled. I mean this is from the bottom of my heart. My word is a Biden.
That was it. My word as a Biden, my friend.
I know they're pretty loyal and like
my word as a Biden.
I know he's a couple of days away from eating pudding and calling a nurse mama. But if I'm him and what they did to me, the knives in the back, I burn the whole freaking house down. I go out on TV and say, this is an assault. I had to quit because they threatened my life, and that's the threat of democracy.
You know those Democrats, though. I got to tell you, they are lockstep when it comes to their party, much more so than the Republicans. They are lockstep. They're good lieutenants. Yeah, you talk about Heil Hitler.
Yeah.
And yeah. We'll be this after back. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the greatest radio stations in America.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Outlaw Radio. The staccato hoofbeats of a golden palomino, carrying a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion. Magic Matt Allen.
Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, my friendlies. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the greatest radio stations in America. I am producing today. You probably noticed by my sloppy board work, but it's tough to host the show and produce at the same time. Am I complaining? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Hey,
Matt, can you do me?
I'm bitching about it. Yeah.
Can you do me a favor?
Oh, what?
Oh, by the way, this song. I started listening to my brother Matt on this because years and years ago, before the Chili Peppers remade this, Matt called me and he goes, "You know what? I got a remake for your band.
Yeah,
this thing will be huge. Do it."
Yeah.
I told my bandmates. Everybody but one. They go, "What's that? When did Ohio frickin' play?"
Yes,
dude, they were hot.
Oh,
and I'm like, "What? This is like in the 80s or late 80s, 90s,
70s."
No, I'm talking about.
I said the band that covers
when they were playing.
Love Roller Coaster is going to enjoy a massive hit.
And then Chili Peppers about, I don't know, a year later.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah.
My band wouldn't do it. I go, dude, we could have put together a cool rock version, like whatever, man. And it's like, so Matt, anyway, yeah.
I've had the Chili Peppers on speed dial for years. So that was my second call.
Yeah. Hey,
yeah, Mart.
Do me. No, it's too late. When Mark was sleeping, Ralph was like a little high school kid, or he put like two fingers over the top.
Put the devil
of his
sign
head.
behind him.
But aren't you supposed to put his fingers in water or ice water or
no,
something?
because if he pees on me.
Oh, yeah, we don't need that.
Well, I piss on a lot of people.
Okay, so he said the one word that you cannot say. You cannot say that word
That's one of the words.
on terrestrial radio. So now I have to remember to bleep that word. Leave it to Mark.
I know.
Why didn't you just continue letting him dream a little dream? Is it that difficult?
You know, the Everly Brothers wrote a new song, a new version of their song, Bye Bye Biden. Anyway.
That was pretty good.
Okay. All right. I am.
Bye bye loneliness.
I don't give you a lot of credit, but that was pretty
bye
good.
Bye bye happiness.
All right. By the way, next hour we have the coolest guy from Virginia City, Nevada, the train guy. Jim, the train guy, is the best. And some more Kamalatoe, including the phone call from the Obamas. Which I found,
girl.
I found the most butt cringy phone call.
Hey, girl.
Now, I'm certain for those of you, if you're watching and or listening to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube and on Rumble, you've heard this, but you haven't heard our insight or our take on this. And I believe there will be some new items to point out for you that you may then say, "Oh, I didn't even think of that. I must have missed that part."
High five, girlfriend.
Oh, it is perhaps the most butt cringy. But let me. I have time just to do this. There's also a fly in here that is just driving me friggin' nuts.
It's Jeffrey Goldblum.
Okay, that's not right.
That was great.
Hold on. Oh no.
Stick with that, not Slash's daughter.
Oh, stop yourself.
Okay, here we go. I want you to keep in mind that Kamalatoe Harris was totally into the defunding of cops. So I want you to be aware of this. And of course, this is my favorite cop speaking to that.
So I come in this morning and we're informed there's going to be a protest to defund the police. It's fine. I like protests. Except for they requested a police presence, for their safety at the defund police event. I shit you not.
I love that. But, she's trying. Of course, everything she said in the past, she wants you to ignore.
That she hated Joe Biden and called him names and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. All right, lots to get to in the next hour. The train guy from Virginia City and some tidbits regarding that phone call from the Obamas to Kamalatoe. All that in less than minutes on Outlaw Radio.
he hated it.
Now, as we go to break, the great Rigdon Dees, a.k.a. Rick Dees in the morning, this is a very long intro, so there are many posts. This is an extended version, so good luck and take us out on Outlaw Radio.
Oh, wow. I don't even know the hit yet, but yeah, you do.
Hold on. No, it's tough. It's tough because you wouldn't kind of know it yet. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Slap me inside my head now. Hold on. Casey and the Sunshine Band, I'm your boogie man.
Yeah. Okay, wait a minute, hold on a second.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am. I'm into whatever I can. Be it early morning or late at night. Be it ever. I want it tight.
Yeah, get it now, Rick.
Boogeyman.
Oh, yeah.
I'm your boogeyman.
Come on now. Slap us at my head now.
I'm your boogeyman.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Magic Matt. Oh, yeah. Just go walking on the vocal as much as you can. You're going to walk on it. They always said, step all over it and irritate the hell out of everybody. Okay. Now, it is internet radio. Is it okay if I say fist you up the ass? All right. We'll be right back.
On the epitome of radio broadcasting, that's Rick Dees and Outlaw Radio.
My baby's the modest type. She don't go for fashion and all that hype. She's not a supermodel or a movie star. She's the lady with the big cigar. Hey, hey! She smokes them day and night. Hey, hey! She makes me feel alright. She's flirting with the fellas in the corner bar. She's the lady with the big cigar. My baby loves to swing. She jumps on the floor when I do my thing. She jams with the band playing rhythm guitar. She's the lady with the big cigar. Hey, hey! She smokes them day and night. Hey, hey! She makes me feel alright. She's flirting with the fellas in the corner bar. She's the lady with the big cigar. She won't take no for an answer. She knows just what she needs. And if you are a dancer, my baby always leads. My baby cuts big deals in her brand new vintage wheels. She's working the phone while she's driving her car. She's the lady with the big cigar. Hey, hey! She smokes some day and night. Hey, hey! She makes me feel alright. She's flirting with the fellas in the corner bar. She's the lady with the big cigar. Just what she needs.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Our main event! Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt, but I'm here to...
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Dom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. There's lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
Oh, yeah, here he comes. Here he comes, and down the old train.
Casey Jones.
Look at that caboose, huh? Yeah, that's why the ladies have always loved this man, that caboose. You know, ladies love men's asses.
Yeah, but here's the
I know that.
You're correct.
Yeah, I know.
But here's the problem. As we get older, we don't have asses anymore. They go away. They disappear.
Well, speak for you.
You're still here.
Speak for you. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, but
my brother Mart is still here, and so is Jim Clark. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm great, Magic Matt, my cigar buddy.
Yeah, this is the man that saw me in action after a couple bourbons at the cigar bar up there in Virginia City, Nevada. And, you know, and a fine lady. Is she still attending bar there, the owner of that?
Absolutely. She's the owner. You bet, Michelle. You bet.
And Michelle, of course, married to a sheriff there in...
that must have worked out well for you.
Yeah, in that beautiful... beautiful Lyon County.
He stepped in it like he usually does.
Wow, you do know my brother Matt, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that was the time. You saw those two guys who were eyeing me, who were sort of protecting the owner, and they wanted to rip me to shreds.
Which they probably,
Oh, they would have. However, we did a lot of fancy footwork, and me going in there at least 4 times a week. You know, that's our local cigar bar, and I had to explain to her that you were a typical Hollywood type.
Oh, that's beautiful, because you know that's not me whatsoever. I was way obnoxious way before I ever moved here to Los Angeles. But yeah, and it didn't hurt that I had my Uncle Dick there, and you know, and Uncle Dick looked at me like, "Oh, not again! After all these years, I got to fight to keep you alive. Not again!"
Right.
Oh God!
At your age, yeah.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, I'm too old to be picking fights like this, don't you think, Jim?
Well, yes, but we did have a good cigar, and you paid the bill, and we had a good time. You're welcome back.
No, that Jim Clark, man, what a good man. And I noticed here, and the reason why this came to my attention is, speaking of Uncle Dick, who lives in Dayton, Nevada, down 6 Mile Canyon from where this man is speaking to us there in Virginia City.
Right.
He sent me a copy of the, and I'll tell you, this is, it's sort of a love-hate when it comes to this, the new Comstock Chronicle. It's way too colorful, and the pages are a little too slick for me. Are you following me here, Jim?
Yeah, it's not quite the old Gold Hill News.
Yeah.
Or the Territorial Enterprise.
Right.
I know.
Right, which was the classic old look on newspaper stock. Yeah, Yeah, this is like newfangled, like someone who moved in to Virginia City from San Francisco said, "You know what? I have a beautiful idea. Let's spruce this up a tad." Right?
Yeah, let's polish every page with wax.
Yeah. And then here, in fact, I can show our audience this on YouTube. This is now the newfangled Comstock Chronicle, all colorful, and doesn't have that aged 1876.
It's like a high school newsletter.
I'm surprised there's not rainbows on it.
Yeah, well, I didn't get past the second page.
It's all we got, and it comes out once a week, and we're we're happy to have it. And a few weeks ago, she did a story for me in regards to Story County, is right what Virginia City's in.
Yeah.
And she did a story for me that our Masons, which I'm a big part of.
You bet.
We honored the monument up in the cemetery that is where Captain Story is buried, and he was killed by Paiute Indians in 1860.
Wow.
And so were most of the band of guys that came from Dayton, Virginia City, Gold Hill, that were gonna show the Paiutes who's the boss, and the Paiutes turned it on them like you couldn't believe, and most of them were wiped out, including Captain Story. And he was an ex-Texas Ranger, too.
Well, I'll tell you something about Story County. I called it Lyon County a second ago. That's because I'm producing, and I've got my mind on a bunch of things at once. I love it so much. I know it's Story County because Story County, correct me if I'm wrong here, Jim Clark, but Story County, it's a county, and it's a small county, but they sort of make up their own rules, right, Jim?
Well, yeah. We don't have a mayor, except they call me the mayor. I like that. I appreciate it. But it's really just a 3-member board of supervisors, and that's it for the whole county. There's no council. No. There's no mayor. There's very little government.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of a good old boy system, but it's been working for 160 years.
Yeah. Jim Clark, my buddy Ralph Odierna, I'm certain he'll love this part. It's been run by those Italian folks for a gazillion years. I knew as you did. Explain who Bucaneri was.
Virgil Bucaneri was one of our longest residents here, and he's passed away a few years ago, but he was the district attorney, and he was Joe Conforti's attorney. And meaning it's pretty hard to be the district attorney and also represent the guy that owned the
whorehouse.
The whorehouse.
Yeah.
It's a social club, Matt. It's a social club.
He was a big guy in the Catholic Church too, but Virgil and I were really good friends. He was here a long time.
Yeah, Bucaneri. I'll tell you a story that happened so many years ago. I'm up there with my myriad girlfriends, and but only one at a time.
At the whorehouse?
Yeah, no. Up there in Virginia City.
That's where he gets his girlfriends, Ralph.
Up there in Virginia City, and it's back in the day when Virginia City was an all-night town. I mean, that's how many years ago it was. So it's about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Uncle Dick and my lovely spousal equivalent at that time, Helene Pina, an Enya over the Nya, and we're sitting there at the bar, and then here comes old Virgil Bucaneri sitting up at the bar, and he says, he doesn't know us from Adam. He said, I want to buy those 3 a drink. He was always always good about buying us a drink. And
always.
But then here's the part that you may not really appreciate so much. So Uncle Dick is looking at that time, the old classic version of the Virginia City newspaper, and it's all about the camel races because we're up there during September. And so Uncle Dick, of course, 3 sheets to the old Windaroo, and he's looking at a picture, and he says, look at that. That's you. That's Bucaneri. Look at that. He says, although at first glance, I thought I was looking at a camel. It looks like the face.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
it's so Uncle Dick.
And then Uncle Dick puts the picture up next to Virgil Bucaneri.
Oh no!
And he says, "Matt, do you see it? You see it, right? This guy looks like a damn camel." And of course,
he wasn't the handsomest guy in town, but he was one of the most generous. I'll tell you, he was always the guy to have a drink with, good old Virgil.
Yeah.
And then Virgil's family, I found some newspapers for sale one day, and it was just going to a yard sale. And on the front page, we were talking like in the 20s, 30s.
Right.
And it was actually Virgil's family that had got caught for bootlegging whiskey.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
I gave it to him as a gift, and what did we do to celebrate?
Well,
we had a drink at his bar at his house. He was a great guy.
Jim Clark, that's Story County. Story County is a
That's it.
I have, and you sold that great house that I visited up there, and I understand you're next to the old school, the old Fourth Ward.
Yeah, the Fourth Ward School. I'm right behind it. You bet.
Yeah, last time.
And it's a conversion of a building that used to be the boarding house for the miners.
Right.
And then now it's been turned into a duplex. It was 3 stories. It's 2 stories, and it's just a duplex now. I have the upstairs, and some great friends of mine restored it. But it was, it was on top of the mine, the Collar Mine.
Yep.
So you have a name, and then next door is the Collar Mansion, which is where the offices were. And the Collar Mine is still the big mine tour, the real, honest-to-goodness mine tour in town is right below. So that's how everything was. Remember, it was all tied together always.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they had entrances, Matt, in the building. In other words, say where the offices were, there'd be downstairs, there'd be a hole to get you down in the mine, so you didn't even have to go outside. So
yeah,
stories, boy.
And you're
I love it.
And you're Jim Clark, the famous train guy. Yeah, this man is a former El Angelino. He lived here in Los Angeles for quite a few years. Oh, yeah, did you hear that? How happy are you to be out of this godforsaken, once great city?
I couldn't explain it in words. It's unrelated. It's just a place. I was there last week. I delivered a race car back to my grandson.
Right.
The one that he races. That's a tribute to Grandpa, me.
No, it's beautiful.
Because I went to the motor again, and then I went to a wedding, and then I went to my class reunion. My high school class reunion was 63 years.
Whoa.
And and it was all in just that, the wedding, and delivering the car, and going to the class reunion was all the same day.
Jim Clark, which high school?
It was called Edgewood. It was in West Covina, and I also went to West Covina High School, too.
Yeah.
Does your son, does he race, what location?
Drag race.
Pardon me?
He races Irwindale a lot.
Yeah. Irwindale, that's what I was going to say. That's a good track, man, Irwindale.
Yeah, he's famous there. I mean, he's a big winner. And
really?
I had to get the car back to him. And
what kind of car is he running?
Defend his title August 3rd. It's a 1971 Dodge Demon with a 572 cubic inch Hemi.
Oh God!
Yeah, and we slowed it down a little bit to make it a little bit more consistent.
That's a fast mofo.
Oh yeah, in the quarter mile, it's 150 in 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
Pretty good.
So you must be a good mechanic.
Well, I used to think I was. I had a big shop called Jim Clark's Engine Dynamics, and it was over 50 years in the same location. And then now my son has a shop called Brian Clark's Engine Dynamics that he's had almost 40 years in Santa Clarita.
Yeah, that's
spitting distance
that's
from here.
12 minutes from where we do our thing in the San Fernando Valley.
I need a mechanic right now.
Okay, Mark, let's do this off the air. Jeez, mellow out, man.
Wow.
Yeah, let's try to make it.
Let's run a whole ad.
I know. Don't. First off, sit there and don't say anything.
Let's try to make it interesting for the listener, and not that you simply need a mechanic. All right, Jim Clark, the great Jim Clark. Hey, by the way, Kamalatoe Harris, she's into drag race or drag.
She's into drag, not drag racing.
Yeah, that's it. Well, we'll get to that in just a second. Jim, Jim Clark. Have you had a little taste of the bourbon so far today? Have you had a little bit?
It's amazing. You would say that. Right next to me, I have this special glass that I bought on the internet. I have 4 of them. I gave 3 of them to my 3 favorite gin mills in Virginia City, and it's got a notch in it to hold my cigar.
Oh, I have one of those glasses. It's great.
Yeah.
That's what I have right now, and as I speak, I'm going to go,
What is the brown liquor in that glass?
Well, most of the time I drink Old Overholt. It's a rye that Doc Holliday drank.
No, it's good, man. That's good. That's classic stuff. Yeah, we've had it here.
That was a Doc's, the Earps. And then this one is, oh, heck, I'll have to get my girlfriend to remind me. I told her to pour me something. But
okay.
What'd you say, dear? Pendleton. Yeah, because I ran out of Old Overholt. So it's a Pendleton this time.
All right. Well, as long as you're having a cigar and a little bourbon, we know that all is right with the world, especially with Jim Clark. And by the way, this is the man that hundreds of feature films, TV programs, all of that, most of them Westerns, not all of them, but most of them Westerns.
Right.
And the man that at his joint there in Virginia City, Nevada, so many years ago, he had an unexpected guest at a barbecue, and sort of a tall, lanky fella. Some might describe him as the last movie star.
Yeah, that was actually in Carson City.
Oh, it was Carson.
The story is true. I was doing a movie with Clint Eastwood, and he came over for dinner, and we had a barbecue, and he brought Sandra. She was visiting him because the movie did not have her in it. So it was him and then also his son, Kyle Eastwood, and his producer, who became a good friend by the name of Fritz Maines. And the highlight, besides eating and then playing the piano for us, is we went out in the garage, and I used to do a fast draw, where you shoot wax and blank.
You bet.
Yeah, and so I had targets set up out there, and he and I and Sandra, shot till the guns were red.
How did Clint Eastwood fare?
He did good. I'm going to tell the actual truth because that's the way to do it. I always feel.
Yeah.
But the quickest one was Sandra.
Is that right?
Yeah, she was a couple hundreds quicker.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I remember her well. I really do.
She certainly proved how quick she was in that divorce settlement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I tell you the truth always, and
I know you do.
Yeah, we had fun. He was a good man. He signed my pistols for me, and I did a couple of movies with Jack Palance, and he signed one. And there was another guy that I really, really liked. I mean, this guy was an actor. He lived to be 100. Eli Wallach.
Oh yes, the best of
the
course.
ugly.
And by the way, his one of his great movies was shot right down 6 Mile Canyon in Dayton, Nevada. The Misfits with Marilyn Monroe and the great Clark Gable.
And the very first camel races was in 1960, and here in town, which they still do every year. And it was John Huston.
Yep.
That helped put that together, and I think he was one of the writers too.
See,
I think he did that.
I'm not the only one that has a penchant for and passion for Virginia City. I love that town since I was 5 years old.
How far is Virginia City to Sparks, Nevada?
Oh, okay. That's Reno.
A little over 20 miles. Yeah, it's Reno Sparks.
Yeah.
Reno's so close to hell you can see Sparks.
by the way, that's been going around for
heard that before, huh?
Oh yeah, no, that's a goodie.
That's where my ex-wife is from, Sparks, Nevada.
Oh,
Sparks, Reno. It's they've grown, so they connect now. They intersect.
There's no break at all.
Hey, Jim Clark, the man who knows Hollywood very, very, very well to the point where he had to get the hell out. He's a guest speaker at the 34th Lone Pine Film Festival, and that's a great little town off the 395. If we were driving to Virginia City from here in Southern California, that's the route we'd take past Lone Pine. But tell me about this cool friggin' Lone Pine Film Festival. Is this the first time you're speaking there?
No, I spoke there about 8 years ago, and I was the marshal of the parade that year too.
Love it.
And I gave a program on my films and films that were done on the Carson and Colorado. at that time, which was a 3-foot gauge railroad. And this time I'm going to do the history of trains in Western films. So I'll be starting with the Great Train Robbery in 1903 and then advancing.
You have done many stunts. You've blown up trains really good. You blow them up really good.
Oh, yeah.
And
real good with that.
But you're no stranger to working. I believe was it the movie The Wild Wild West? The
the Will Smith version.
Yeah, not a great movie, but the train stuff. What did you do for that film?
Well, I built the railroads that we needed to build railroads, and rebuilt the locomotive. It came out of the B&O Railroad Museum, and it was taken to Strasburg, Pennsylvania, and a shop there that some really good friends rebuilt the engine. So Warner Brothers paid for that, and I provided the cars that they turned into the fancy, typical James West kinds of cars.
Yeah.
Jim, in your career, is there a very favorite train stunt that you'd like to tell us about?
Well, I did so many. I really did. But probably the one in Under Siege 2.
Okay.
Because it was a combination of special effects and done for real and on a set, etc. And what it was is they built a bi-level car on the track, which was 2-story. It's kind of you got the view from the top of the car, real high, and they made it so that it would break apart when I hit it with a locomotive, and then they put a mirror at the other end of the car and filmed off to the side with a camera. And I kept telling them, I don't think you've scored the equipment well enough.
As
a prop
to break apart.
They made me feel like, oh, well, Jim, you chicken, No, I'm not chicken. So anyway, I did it, and I actually dodged 2x4s coming through the window of the locomotive. It broke the glass. Yeah. So then they said, God, you were right. And I said, yeah, I'm usually right on this stuff. So I broke 3 or 4 12-foot mirrors. I don't know if I ever got bad luck out of it or not, but either way, that was quite a stunt because then it was combined into the finale for the movie Under Siege 2, which was quite a scene.
I love that train stunt, and I think it was U.S. Marshals with Wesley Snipes. That train, that was insane. I love trains, by the way.
Yeah.
I did a film with Wesley Snipes called Money Train.
Okay.
That's a subway.
A subway film, and I built all that too. It's a long story on that one.
This guy, Jim Clark. Hey, by the way, Ralph and my brother Mart, and I won't say this to Mark C.G. Boyer because he has participated and sat down with the great Jim Clark there in northern Nevada. But you have not lived until you have smoked a great cigar, had copious amounts of bourbon, and BS'd with this man up there high above Reno on one side and Dayton, Nevada on the other, Virginia City with Jim Clark. You owe yourself this time. And the dude's in his 80s, so, he's only probably got another 30 years left. So
that's it.
So we got to do this. I mean this from my heart, Ralph, and my brother Mart. You would love this.
Train scenes are my favorite. Even the one with Denzel Washington, with the Runaway Train.
Oh, that was great.
That was such an amazing film.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jim is the man when it comes to trains. I love this man. He is known as the Train Man. And Jim Clark, I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. You have lived the life that most of us only wish we had. Jim, I love you dearly, my friend.
You too.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling me.
Oh, God. Okay, God bless you. Jim Clark, that's the man. Is that guy sincere and a good dude? And by the way, we didn't even get into politics, but I think you know, right? Do we need to say no more? Say no more.
She's the modest type. She don't go for fashion and all that hype. She's not a supermodel or a movie star. She's the lady with the big cigar. She smokes them day and night. She makes me feel alright. She's flirting with the fellas in the corner bar. She's the lady with the big cigar. My baby loves to swing. She jumps on the floor when I do my thing. She jams with the band playing rhythm guitar. She's the lady with the big cigar. She smokes on day and night. She makes me feel alright. She's flirting with the fellas in the corner bar. She's the lady with the big cigar. She won't take no for an answer. She knows just what she needs. And if you are a dancer, my baby always leads. My baby cuts big deals in her brand new vintage wheels. She's working the phone while she's driving her car. She's the lady with the big cigar. She smokes some day and night. She makes me feel alright. She's flirting with the fellas in the corner bar. She's the lady with the big cigar. Just what she needs. And if you are a dancer, my baby always leads. My baby cuts big deals in her brand new vintage wheels. She's working the phone while she's driving her car. She's the lady with the big cigar. She smokes on day and night. She makes me feel alright. She's flirting with the fellas in the corner bar. She's the lady with the big cigar.
Trapped in a dive bar on the politically incorrect side of the tracks.
Cleaning my rifle, dreaming of you.
Radio from the Hollywood fringe. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Cleaning my rifle and dreaming of you.
Scratching your audio itch every Saturday.
All righty, welcome back, my friendlies. Welcome back, my friends, to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on the greatest radio stations throughout the nation. Go ahead and follow us on Rumble and subscribe to us on YouTube and like us, for God's sakes, and make comments and stuff. You know, the fact that Dave's not here, he can't watch, well, obviously he can't watch, but I can't either because I don't know how to watch the comments.
Is Dave here or not here?
I don't know. Is Doc here? Is Doc not here? I don't know. But no, he's not here, and that's why it's sort of a bumbling. Well, because I have to produce. I have to produce and host the damn thing.
Dave, enjoy that motorcycle ride to Laughlin you're on.
Yeah. Oh,
he's sick, man. I talked to him last night.
Oh, I'm sick. Yeah. So you talked to him last night?
Yeah.
So why did he wait until this
Because
morning?
he didn't know for sure.
Oh, okay.
Last night. He was making up his mind.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure who was riding out to Laughlin.
So you're saying in Ralph Odierna's mind, the man is not sick, and he's just
we can go over to his house.
He's taking the day off.
I don't know anybody that just a cold knocks him out.
Yeah, it does. It
Well, how about Joe Biden?
Well, Dave's not 87 years old.
Yeah, but sometimes he acts like it.
Isn't
he does act like an old Jew.
Isn't
oh jeez?
Isn't the 19 word the thing that we had that flu? Isn't that like a cold? That knocked a lot of people down.
You mean the word that we can't
So
say?
you're saying Dave will be up here next week with a mask on?
Oh no,
Could be.
Oh God,
he was the one that did wear a mask the whole time.
Yeah.
Him and Cato, of course. Well, a lot of these guys started wearing masks.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, during that time, the big C and that flu that went around. Cato was the first to come back to poker.
Yeah, well, of course. Nothing's going to keep him back.
Yeah, but we were playing outside instead of here in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar. But he was a real man. He really was, and he laid off the masks. I mean, he did. He wasn't. But yeah, everyone else was sort of masked up.
And Swally was masked up.
Oh God, he still puts masks on.
Yeah, we've discovered a little something about his politics.
Okay, put it this way: we're sitting outside. Weren't you there when I said, "Wow"?
By the way, let me explain who this is. This is a guy named Mike that Cato Kalin. It took Cato, my old buddy Cato, who I've known for almost 30 years, took Cato many years to invite Mike over to the poker game. Now, why? Because we were short-handed because of the fear of this flu, so we only had a handful of players. So he felt it incumbent on him to, it's like, oh, you could tell he never wanted Mike to be at the game. But finally, because he needed that player, and Cato has this lust for playing poker.
Oh, my God, yeah.
That he finally invited Mike over, and he has a nickname, which I never call him that. I don't know where it
came from me.
No. This came...
I'm talking about, I call him Skipper. The Skipper.
Well, yeah, he does resemble the Skipper from Gilligan's Island.
Little buddy.
But the point is what? You were about to say...
Yeah, so I was sitting outside. I thought you were here, Ralph. Maybe not. So I was sitting outside
Cato could have invited me to
right after Trump had been the attempted assassination on Trump's life.
Oh.
So I'm sitting outside. He walks through the gate. I said, anything interesting in the news? Well, I heard Trump fell down on stage today.
Oh, yeah.
I went, what the hell do you... I said, you really don't know what...
Yeah, a lot
I heard he passed out. I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah,
that's all they hear.
All of a sudden, we discovered who Mike was politically.
Well, back in COVID, you could have invited me up to play poker.
You can't say that word. You can't say the word. You said it. Take that back. The flu. The flu.
China flu.
You're lucky you're here now.
Yeah.
Just let's stop at that, bro.
There's another C word you can invite up to play poker.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Now, where are we? Are we 16 years old?
Well, there's a couple C words we can invite.
Oh, okay.
What, Cosmo's not a C word?
Why, of course, but why'd you say
that? Means nothing to the listener or the viewer of this.
We have listeners for 30 years. They know.
They don't know. Yeah, but it will take too long to explain, and I'm not going to be that guy.
No.
What did I want to get to here? Hold on just a second. Okay, so DEI V.P. Kamalatoe, I have a live message, and it is exclusive here for you, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio
Came over the
listeners.
ticker tape.
If I can find it, where did I... See, once again, I know that I'm being redundant, but in case you just tuned in, I'm producing this show today as well.
Where?
Okay, so do I have it under Kamala? What the hell? Okay. No, it's not that.
Wow, he'd be yelling at his producer right now if he was behind the big mic.
Well,
you bet your ass
he doesn't have to host the damn show, Ralph. I have to host this and produce.
I'm in the country. Well, Madam Vice President.
Okay, that's not it. Wait, Kamala Tupac? No, that's not it. There's so much. Kamala Africa, Kamala. Okay, maybe this is it. Okay, this is it. By the way, this is exclusive. You will not hear this anywhere else. And no, this ain't AI. This is Kamala Harris, and I don't know how this filtered out of the White House, but we have it for you on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
My fellow Americans, it is my honor to degrade and destroy the United States of America. President Biden and I swore an oath to dismantle our democracy and ensure chaos. We decided to assault the values, the ideals, and domestic tranquility that generations of Americans shed blood to establish and defend. We cannot let our future be decided by the American people and free and fair elections. The Constitution of the United States.
Wow.
We must promote corruption and lawlessness. Let's be clear. The right to vote will not stand. Democracy and the American spirit will fail.
For those of you who have laid claim that Kamalatoe Harris has never been truthful, I think, for once, and you have a little taste of the truth teller known as Kamala Harris.
Sounds right to me.
Yeah, my thanks to PC back at it, Pete Coburn, out of, I think he's still living in Oregon.
Who knows? God knows. That guy he does things.
He's still alive.
I thought he was in the big house because I had no contact with the man for about at least a good year and a half.
Is he the best show ever guy?
I was just about to say that.
That's the only guy I can think that would do that and keep on repeating.
You want to explain it, Mart?
It's every week after the show. Our first comment on our page on YouTube, somebody always says, "Best show ever."
No, best show so far.
So far, every week, yeah. And that sounds so much like that repetitive.
Some guy named Bob Joza.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know what the name. I try to decipher the name. So if you break down the letters in the name, no, that didn't make any sense. So there it is, Kamala Harris, and that is an exclusive for you. From your friends here at Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Lovely little speech. I mean,
Yeah. Well, at least it's truth telling.
Yeah.
Okay. You know who's a weasel? And
Pete Coburn.
I will tell you that this man. I could watch 30 seconds of this guy to know what a stinking weasel piece of crap this dude is, and should be out as FBI director, man. This guy, you see it in his... I'm pretty good deciphering just by the face if someone is telling the truth. And this son of a bitch, this Weasel Ray, this guy is Weasel Deluxe. Agree or disagree?
Not only is Christopher Wray a total tool, the FBI spokesperson said he lied in the hearing when Christopher Wray suggested maybe a bullet did not hit Donald Trump.
Yeah,
so what hit him?
They weren't sure.
Yeah, they weren't sure.
Oh.
Well, fragments, maybe it was some of the glass from the teleprompter, even though the bullet didn't hit the teleprompter.
And the teleprompter didn't break.
It didn't break. Right. But all you need to hear is little tiny tidbits to know which side of the aisle these people are on. And for your FBI director to be on one side or the other, in my opinion, is a little frightening.
Well, by the way,
it's a little scary.
Really quickly, so I was talking to a guy at work about this yesterday. He said, the setup. It was. I said, hold on. Okay, how about the guy in the audience?
Wait, this was recent? There's still some idiots are still saying that Trump set this up?
They're holding on to it. So, I said, how about the fireman that was protecting his family and got killed in the process? They said, well, he was scoped in on. I said, scoped in on who? He was scoped in on Trump first, of course, but he meant to miss him and then went for. I go, what?
He meant to miss him.
I'm like, what the heck? No, he didn't. And the way they took him out, that the Secret Service finally, they scoped through his scope. They couldn't see him. They couldn't see his head, so that was their headshot.
There were trees in the way. Yeah.
Yeah, but so this guy, they're still full of crap. These guys that I'm talking about that think it's a conspiracy or think whatever's going on. Ralph, have you heard this kind of stuff? Seriously.
Ralph, were you surprised that she stepped down, the head of the Secret Service? Were you at all surprised that the next day, after that blistering I mean, when she wouldn't answer a question?
No, she had nowhere to go.
She had nothing to do.
She had to go. But what shocked me...
Don't you believe, though, Ralph, that she felt protected by the Bidens? Her buddies, the Bidens, especially that miscreant wife of Joe's.
Right. No, you're correct on that. What she didn't expect was the Democrat blowback.
Yes.
From Jamie Raskin and all of that. Yeah. What shocked me more than her resigning was Christopher Wray going to Congress and absolutely lying under oath.
Yeah.
Do you call him Ray or do you call him?
You call him Ray. Call him Jay.
Ray J.
Yeah, Ray J. You don't have to call him Ray with a W. Yeah. You know, this. By the way, this woke crap. I mean, how many years have we been talking about it on this show and been doubling down for the last several months? How dangerous this is.
Oh, boy.
How dangerous it is. UCLA, just minutes from where we do our thing here in the San Fernando Valley in Southern California, used to be a great hospital. They have quotas now. Right. X number percent of females, X number percent of blacks, instead of simply, no matter the race, creed, color, getting the best man or woman to perform a surgery on you.
Yeah. I have a question, Matt, because you can distill things down better than most. Do you think a 20-year-old in Moscow can get to a high-level sloped roof and take a shot at Putin?
Right. Yeah, not even a chance.
Exactly.
Not even a frickin' chance.
I don't like to go down the conspiracy route.
However,
but I will tell you,
it's much easier in this instance without sounding like a nutbag because this doesn't add up, Ralph.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
I hate conspiracy theories.
Me too.
But I'm going to say this was an inside job.
I'm telling you, we have no proof of that, but man, this stinks.
You think they paid the kid off?
Okay, stop it. I don't want to go down this road.
No,
but
I'm not saying they paid the...
It stinks to high heaven.
By the way, if you were an assassin...
20 years old.
You're not going to take a bicycle.
Yeah, right.
He bicycled it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And then he flew his homemade drone over there. And then he climbed the roof. And then he...
Oh, so but see that? Okay, maybe you're wrong then, because if it was set up, it would have been more professionally
By the way,
done.
Secret Service was offered drones by the local authorities, and they turned down the drones.
Try taking a shot at Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Yeah. Oh, Taylor Swift is more important than a
absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is sick, but true.
It is
sad, but true.
I hate to say it. They tried everything. They tried Russian collusion.
Yeah.
They tried fake lawsuits.
They will stop at nothing, and they will stop at nothing.
They tried convicting them.
Yeah.
The last thing, take
they
them
will
out with a
continue,
bullet.
Ralph. Do you think they're going to stop?
No.
They're going to continue. They're going to throw everything. Nothing stuck so far, but they don't care.
No, because we're dealing with evil, bad people, and this entire concept of this DEI concept is what is ruining America, ruining UCLA, ruining our hospitals, ruining American Airlines. When you have a quota 30% female in the Secret Service by 30 instead of the best man or woman, I'll get to that next on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Plantains, by any other name, are still bananas. And now there's a new game in town led by an hombre named Matt. A poker-playing, cigar-smoking, barbecue-eating talker. They call him Magic in these parts. And he's made bananas a kind of art form. The kind of talking that makes people sit up and bark at the moon.
Don't live his fate.
Ordinary just got better. Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Yay. Okay, there it is. That's my microphone. Welcome back, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the greatest radio stations throughout the country. As I not only host the show but produce today, thanks to Tattoo Dave, who let me do this alone and left me high and dry because he's
on his way to Laughlin.
He has sniffles. He has sniffleupaguses today, and so couldn't be in attendance. And so it's my workload is just through the roof.
Matt, I want you to
but
say...
do I persevere? Do I have to do this? No, but I do it for you, you luscious listener and viewer to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Can we see his tattoos through his skirt?
Oh, boy.
Oh, you know what? You're going to get your ass kicked next week. I mean, you really are.
Yeah.
So be prepared for that, Ralph.
He may even get jump on his bike and come over. And...
Yeah, you want to see my bike?
Yeah.
But no, I was saying, I want you to say to yourself at one point in the show, as we go to break, like I know we're going to any minute, like you do to Dave, you gotta miss your own break. See, that would be a good one.
Actually, what I said was a good one. What you said was not. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. But and if
How
I
do
don't,
you not understand
If I
that?
don't understand it, I know the
You don't say that to him a lot? As we're going to break right now, you know. Ooh.
All right, we were talking about the wokeness and this DEI, this ridiculous DEI ditty. This started some time ago. Remember that CIA ad?
Yes.
Remember that television commercial? This was, what, 3-4 years ago? And it sounded like this?
I'm a woman of color. I am a mom. I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder.
By the way, that's who we want in our CIA.
Yep, someone with anxiety disorder.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly. Let's just, because it's very short. Here, listen to this from the beginning. This is a real ad. No, this ain't AI. We're not making this up. This is where the country is because of these I'm not going to say the word, because of these a-holes who happen to be running the formerly great United States of America. Isn't it time to make it great again? Not to coin a phrase.
Matt, don't say that.
I will tell you where I think we're at.
Yeah.
We've been at peace for so long that we forget what it takes to run a country.
Especially the youngins who have never had to cope with the ugliness of war.
I agree with you on that.
And if you were China, or if you were in the Middle East, or if you were that little guy with the rockets, if you were one of these folks, wouldn't you take this time, or would you?
Of course.
Would you wait until right at the election and that downtime for a couple of weeks?
You're talking about the three Russian MiGs over Alaska?
Yeah. How about that?
2 days ago?
2 days ago.
How about that?
It's already happening.
I think that you're not going to change any minds until it gets real and real fast.
Now we can stop Russia with some cool TikTok videos.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll fix it.
That's right.
That'll fix them.
But let me tell you something, man. Like Matt was saying, like Im Kong Jung Gang Dong, whatever he's called.
Rocket Man.
Yeah, of course, North Korea guy.
Yeah.
That guy's a loose cannon. Well, they all are. But
Okay, let's get to this.
I'm a woman of color. I am a mom. I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder.
Yeah. And? By the way, I think she's playing the flute on this.
I thought it was her on the kick drum.
Yeah.
I used to struggle with imposter syndrome, but at 36, I refuse to internalize misguided patriarchal ideas of what a woman can or should be. I am tired of feeling like I'm supposed to apologize for the space I occupy rather than intoxicate people with my effort, my brilliance.
My brilliance. Not one to boast, by the way. I say that as a joke, but
I am intersectional, but my existence is not a box-checking exercise. I am a walking declaration, a woman whose inflection does not rise at the end of her sentences. I am unapologetically me. I want you to be unapologetically you.
by the way, isn't that a slam to those,
I was just gonna say.
to those females that talk like
Our
this?
Valley girls?
That talk
That
like
was a
this?
complete slam.
Does that make them
Yeah.
stupid simply
Right.
because they talk like this?
Yeah. I thought the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Nice little beat, though. Do something.
Yeah, well, she has all these mental problems, so she's the one that we want as part of the CIA.
So
that was a recruitment video.
Yeah, Matt, you know the secret cigar bar that I'm a member of in Beverly Hills?
Of course.
One of the members is retired CIA.
Uh-huh.
And he was telling us that there was an issue in Niger, in Africa, which is a Muslim country.
Right. Nigeria?
No, Niger.
Go.
I
You only
tell you
have a
what.
second.
So we sent 2 females to negotiate with the warlords.
Smart. How'd that work out?
They kicked them out of the country.
Yes, because they have no respect for females.
That's right.
Which is why it's a bad idea for us to have a female president. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. Not to mention...
Not
to mention
Margaret Thatcher.
Moody.
Margaret Thatcher would make a great president.
She, for some reason, must have had her genitalia cut off. I mean, I'm telling you, because that was a reasonable person.
Tulsi Gabbard would make a great president.
Yes, once again, well, I don't know if she had it cut out, but you know, I'll do a little inspection. I like her a lot. Okay, we'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Taking a ride with my best friend. Ride on, he never lets me down again. He knows when he's taking me, shaking me where I want to be. Now, taking a ride with my best friend. Watching the world pass us by. We never want to come back. We never want to put our feet back down on the ground. Ride, taking a ride with my best friend. Ride on, he never lets me down again. Promises me I'm the safest houses, as long as I remember who's wearing the trousers. Oh, he never lets me down again. Come on, sing with me. We're flying high, we're watching the world pass us by. We never want to come down, never want to put my feet back down on the ground. We're flying high, we're watching the world pass us by. We never want to come down, never want to put my feet back down on the ground.
My fellow Americans, it is my honor to degrade and destroy the United States of America. President Biden and I swore an oath to dismantle our democracy and ensure chaos. We decided to assault the values, the ideals, and domestic tranquility that generations of Americans shed blood to establish and defend. We cannot let our future be decided by the American people and free and fair elections. The Constitution of the United States. We must promote corruption and lawlessness. Let's be clear. The right to vote will not stand. Democracy and the American spirit will fail.
Say fight, fight. Say fight, fight. Say fight, fight. Say somebody scream. The devil without a cause. I'm back with the beaver hats and Ben Davis flags. 30-pack of stroll, straight rock and roll. No Rogaine in the propane flow. The chosen one, I'm the living proof. With the gift to gab from the city of truth. You know I jab, stab, and not critics back. And I did not start when I said that. I'm going platinum, selling rhymes. I went platinum 7 times. Still they ill and wanna see us fry. I guess because only God knows why. They call me cowboy, I'm the singer of black. Throw a fist in the air, let me see where you're at. Say fight, fight. Say fight, fight. Say fight, fight. Say Trump, Trump. I like ACDC and CC time. Won't see this beasties in the kings of rock. Skinner, Cedar, Lip, Corn, Stones. The David Attico and No-Show Jones. Yeah, pass that bottle around. Got the rock from Detroit, the soul from Motown. The underground, straight Detroit pimp. With tracks to Mac and slap back to back. Never gain no pay, I don't play with ass. Well, watch me rock with Liberace Flash. Rock the Clash, boy bands are trash. I like Johnny Cash and Grandmaster Flash. Flash, flash, flash. Oh, they call me cowboy, I'm a singer of black. Throw a fist in the air, let me see where you're at. Say fight, fight. Say fight, fight. Say fight, fight. Say Trump, Trump. American badass, watch me kill.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out. Oh, yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
At the Lightning Up Lounge. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. At the Lightning Up Lounge. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
Yeah. And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon. Outlaw Radio.
Okay, all right. Welcome back, my friends and friendlies. Welcome back, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the greatest radio stations in America. We smoke, we drink, we interrupt. From an 1876 Virginia City style bar, Nevada style bar. And I'm producing today because Dave has the sniffles. He has the snuffleupaguses, so he's not here, and it's just me at the controls.
Did he have an ouchie?
I think he had an ooey.
You know, you guys can make fun of him all you want.
I know we can, and we are.
We've been doing it.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
I know we can. What are you gonna do? No, I'm not gonna make fun of him because
You're afraid of him.
That's one reason. That's one reason because he can squish my head into 5 pieces.
You know, this whole defund the police thing that Kamala Harris is totally in on. Oh, she won't tell you that now, I'm certain, but totally. She was in the
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
We're interrupting Mark's whatever he's watching.
He's
Couldn't
listening.
hear that?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, yeah. We could hear it in our headphones.
Oh, God.
What are you doing, Mark?
Mark, behave, man.
Yes, I'll be.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, so the defund, only 25% of Americans supported slashing police budgets. So that doesn't bode well for Kamalatoe's campaign. A Pew Research poll found in 2020 that by 2021, support for defunding police dropped to 15% from 25%. Far too long, the status quo thinking has been to believe that by putting more police on the street, you're going to have more safety, and that's just wrong. That's not how it works. Guess who said that? Guess who said that? Kamalatoe.
Miss Toe.
Yes.
Miss Toe.
Prominent Hollywood fundraising bundlers have also officially endorsed Harris, including George Clooney, Rob Reiner, the usual suspects.
Cher.
I got to tell you, hey, George, I will never have a drink with you again.
You know what I'd love to ask?
What an idiot.
I would love to ask them, say, is it wrong to arrest a single black mom whose child has sickle cell anemia because her child missed 3 weeks of school? Would they think that's wrong?
Oh, well, only if you would discuss with them and enlighten them why you're asking.
Because Kamala Harris did that.
Yeah.
She arrested him, perp walked her out of her house in handcuffs, and put her in jail for 18 months.
How about the number of our black brethren in San Francisco she slapped into jail simply because they were smoking a little marijuana?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the numbers are astounding.
But don't you think in the debates coming out or whatever with Trump and her that Trump should lay back again? Once again, he should lay back, not dig up her past.
No, dig up her past.
Of course, you dig up her
but
past.
not all of it. He shouldn't go after her that hard.
Yes,
you have to. Of course, you do.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So this is, I guess, my brother Mark's advice to Donald Trump:
lose.
No, what I'm saying is, yes, to a certain point you do, but you don't get back to your old ways of.
It's not old ways. It's
the truth.
It's simply showing the defining reasons why you would want to vote Trump and not this Kamalatoe Harris.
You guys are right. I'm wrong. You're good looking. I'm ugly. I mean, that's
wow. Okay,
we'll go with that.
No disagreement.
You know what I forgot to get to because maybe I don't have it on my page.
By the way, the BLM chapter of Newport, Rhode Island, endorsed Donald Trump.
Is that right?
Yes.
The BLM chapter?
The BLM
They're weird.
chapter
They're weird sons of bitches.
They said Trump cares about black men.
Well, but he does.
And they came out and endorsed.
Hold on a second. This is very telling. If Donald Trump weren't making a major impact in that community, Black Lives Matter would never in a million years endorse Trump.
That's correct.
So they know which way the old wind is blowing. That is very telling. It's not because they on their own came up with this. They know which way this is heading.
That is correct.
And they're a bunch of Marxists. Those BLM are a bunch of Marxists.
Yeah.
No, but they care about money.
Yeah, they care about money and mansions paid for by idiot sticks who give them loads of millions of dollars.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get. This is classic, and this is. I don't believe I have watched or heard anything so butt cringy in my years on this planet. And it starts off.
You listen to Ryan Seacrest.
I've got two clips in one because it's what I noticed that the mainstream media has been doing. They've been clipping off the intro to this phone call from the Obamas to Kamala because it is so effing stupidly staged. It's so staged. So a lot of these media outlets have been cutting off the very beginning of this, and I'll tell you why. But so there'll be a little foible here in the beginning.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Now that's how it started on one of these outlets trying to hide the real fake phone call from the Obamas. So that's the way they cut off the very intro.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Michelle Brock, this means so much to me.
This is the first one. This is the okay.
Former President Barack.
Okay. So here we go. This is the way it came down. Now I want you to listen to this very carefully because she said she doesn't even say hello. Barack Obama says hello before she does. And then when she makes this ridiculous comment, oh, you're there together. Huh? Why would Michelle and Barack Obama not be together? Oh, you're there together. As though that's something surprising? Oh, you're there together?
She was shocked.
No, what she's... No, this was
I'm kidding,
Yeah,
Matt.
this is all fabricated. And P.S., she is overacting, you see? Of
course.
She is overacting in this moment and a terrible actress she is. Oh, you are there to here, let me read my... Together. Oh, isn't that nice? Here we go.
Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama.
Kamala.
Hi. Hey.
Now, notice so Kamala, and then she said, it doesn't make any sense.
There. Oh, hi, you're both together.
Hi, you're both together. What?
Big dummy.
Help me with this. Oh, you're both together. This is what the media, they've been cutting out of this from social media right this second because I guess they realized how stupid it sounds. You're both together. As though you're going...
you're both together.
As though it wasn't
Big dummy.
planned because it's being videotaped right off the bat.
It's on national news.
What lame a-hole... Oh, wait, I can answer the question before I even ask. I was going to say, what lame a-hole buys into this? The person that votes for Kamalatoe Harris. That would be the lame, idiot stick a-hole. Who keeps hitting their mic? Who is that? Man, it's just loud as hell. No, it's Mart. I got to take her down. Here we go.
Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle.
By the way, edit. That's a major edit there. I hear this in my sleep. I've only been doing this about 1 million years. That was a major effing edit.
I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can
to ruin America. Because, we didn't do enough to ruin America. And Joe, although he gave it a good college try, he's still just the tip of the iceberg. We have a lot more to mess up here in the formerly great United States of America.
to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh my goodness. Michelle Brock, this means so much to me.
How staged is this?
This means so much to me, folks.
I want to be a dentist.
Oh,
Hey, a lot of people voted for her.
wait a minute, Raul. How many?
You know how many?
Wait.
Zero.
She's not a likable person. I've said it before. She's not.
She's not likable. I agree with you, Marty.
No, she is not.
Mart,
Yeah.
even, and I hate it when people say everyone knows that, but I can say that with a straight face. Everyone knows that when it comes to Kamala Harris. So you keep saying it, but everyone knows how unlikable she is. There's a reason why she dropped out of the race.
Right. She's the Black Hillary.
Yeah, well, I hope you are 100% correct. I have an inkling that you are, Ralph, and I hope you are. A little more of this.
I am looking forward to doing this with the two of you, Doug and I.
What's she talking about there, huh?
Threesome. I mean, we all know.
Yeah.
Doing it with the two of you.
Yeah.
With my white Jew husband.
Mark, what do you think about our Italian friend, our Catholic friend over here, always talking about the Jews?
I think that we need more of it on the show. More Jew talk.
Okay, you know what? There is no place for self-loathing Jews on this show. Go back to sleep, Mark C.G. Boyer.
Well, let's get Shapiro as the
getting
VP
out there, being on the.
And he keeps talking, even though he can hear in his headphones that I started playing this again. Explain this to me.
No
Mark.
common sense is what that is.
Just no common sense whatsoever.
Zero.
He's terrible when he's awake.
We don't want him awake. That's the problem.
No, I'm not certain if I heard you correctly. Did you say he's terrible when he's awake, or he's terrible? I did.
He's terrible when he's awake.
Yeah. Okay.
But most of all, I just want to tell you the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these.
She's an idiot.
One of my pet peeves is over talking. It's too many words.
Yeah.
The words you have spoken. The word, is that how we communicate with friends? Think about this for a second. Is that what, Ralph?
I said that to you this morning, man. I said, you know what? The words you said to me resonated.
Yeah, the words you have spoken to me throughout the years have made so much sense to me.
Now, can you imagine a conversation when we're sitting out having our barbecue or whatever, saying, Ralph, let me talk to you about something.
Yes.
The words you have spoken.
The words you have spoken.
But look, Matt, she's unburdened from the burdens.
She's unburdened by sanity or brain matter. She is totally unburdened. Is there more?
Years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much.
And looking forward to the threesome with you two.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Matt did come out.
By the way, that would be two guys and a gal.
So Matt did come out the other night and he said that maybe one of the problems is she can read a teleprompter.
I did. I said that is a major problem. This is why I was rooting for old Joe to stay in the race, because Kamala, they are gussing her up and she can read a teleprompter. Now, when it comes to a debate, how is this going to work out?
Right. So I got into a fight with my old boss, Rob Reiner, on X.
Recently?
Yeah, it was about 4 days ago. I said to Rob, so she told all 18 to 24-year-olds they're stupid.
Yes.
And he responded back, which I didn't expect. He goes, she was talking about the cognitive ability of young people, that their brains aren't fully formed for. And he went, I said, so you're saying they shouldn't vote?
Right. That's exactly what he said.
And then it was silence.
Yeah, he went silent, of course. And probably not even him.
Even though
it's him.
I would have said 6 months ago, or several years ago, for certain that I don't want them to vote. But the new polls are showing that the youth are hating Kamalatoe
because they hate patronizing, and she's patronizing.
Oh God, yeah.
I think that maybe, are you saying that they're not so stupid, according to Rob Reiner and Kamalatoe Harris, that they can see through her bull S?
By the way, Trump patronizes no one.
No one. Of course not. No, he's a big a-hole.
That's correct.
But he's our a-hole, and he loves America.
Right.
But if you want to know what he's thinking, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
Is there more here?
And we're gonna have some fun with this too, aren't we?
Oh, we're gonna. What kind of fun are they get? Well, the threesome.
Yeah. What sort of fun are we gonna have?
Oh yeah. No, that would be two. Should be two women. Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's just sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't take much more of this.
But you know what? It's just beginning with her.
No, it's the honeymoon period. I'm telling you right now, 3 weeks after their convention, her poll numbers are going to tank. Mm-hmm. The swing states are going to swing back. And by the way, Trump is still winning in all the swing states.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And it's going to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where her numbers are going to explode or we don't care. New York, California, Oregon, Illinois.
Yeah.
Where we don't care.
Who doesn't like this?
I have a question for Mark C.G. Boyer.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because he's of the Hebraic faith.
Yes.
How about the Democrats saying she should not pick Josh Shapiro because he's a Jew?
I think they're sick. He is the Democrats' best choice.
But the Democrats are saying you can't pick him because he's a Jew.
And the Democrats seem to hate the Jews.
Apparently.
Yeah. I mean, they're
going to shoot themselves in the foot, and more power to us.
More power to us. Meaning, what does that mean?
To the conservatives.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're going to pick somebody else.
You're officially conservative.
Can you picture if Trump would not pick a Jew, what they would say, the media would say?
Oh, God. My God, Jew hater.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Jew hater.
Mark, I'm glad we got you flipped.
Who doesn't like this Senator Hawley? I mean, I love this guy.
Yeah.
This guy will be president one day. I mean, you and I may not be alive to see it, but fast forward 20 years, this guy will be in his 60s, I'm assuming. Yeah, this guy is the best. It says, whistleblower says Secret Service declined drone technology for the Trump rally. This was just a couple days ago. Senator Josh Hawley revealed in a letter that a whistleblower told him the U.S. Secret Service turned down offers from a local law enforcement partner to utilize drone technology to secure the July 13th rally.
That's very expensive.
What? Yeah.
Why would they turn that down?
What possible reason would you turn down a little drone?
Well, you don't
or
want to
two?
put snipers on a roof because it's slopey. They may have thought there was bad weather for the drone.
Could be. That could be, and
You don't want to break one of
they're
them.
looking out for the drones because that may cost $30-$40.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting question, man. Why would they turn that down?
Yeah.
Why in the hell?
It's $40, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I know we've been through that, but I mean, it's like
They were also told that they didn't have the local law enforcement didn't have the resources to keep track of the routes.
Well, by the way, so there was a Secret Service agent on Gutfeld, and what he said was brilliant.
Yeah.
He says, when the Secret Service and the FBI start placing the blame on local law enforcement, you know
there's something going on.
That's correct. They screwed up.
Yeah, there's something going on. Why was there no one on the water tower? Why was there was no one up there? Now, some of these conspiratorial videos show that you've seen those, right? Where supposedly there was no one up there. And the
was it slopey?
And the Secret Service
too steep.
It's a water tower, so it's a little slopey.
It's a little vertical.
It's a little slopey. Yeah. What are they thinking there in France? What are they thinking? Do you think they committed national suicide? I hope so, with this woke Olympic opening ceremonies.
Oh, the Last Supper drag queens?
Oh, my God.
I don't even know about this.
Yeah. I mean, what blasphemous crap. I mean, why do you have... What do you do? What positive effect can come from
this? It's bad when the French are upset.
Oh, yeah. Believe me. They're so liberal, anything goes.
There are several advertisers that have pulled out of the Olympics, pulled their advertising out because of the anti-Christian
It is. It's totally anti-Christian. Yeah.
And by the way, France, that's a Catholic country.
Yeah. Isn't that odd? And now they've renamed the javelin throw to the javelin yank, I guess. Is what
it's unfortunate.
Yeah, the opening ceremonies of the Paris Olympics. Hey, I haven't watched a minute. How about you?
No.
Not even a thing. You know what I never did, though? My ex, boy, she was just hardcore.
Yeah.
By the way, Major League Baseball, talk about being woke, changed the DL, the disabled list, to the IL, injured list, because they don't want to offend the disabled.
No, you don't want to offend anyone. You don't want to tell the truth. This is why Donald Trump is so hated, because he tells the truth.
Correct.
And, he may offend one or two people by doing the best thing for us Americans. And maybe, getting gas down to $1.50, $2 a gallon.
Who wants to pay that?
No, maybe a dozen eggs for, back to $1.50.
Matt,
do
you believe this time he will clean the swamp? He will take care of the swamp? I mean,
if he can make it, make it another three months or so without being killed.
Right.
I mean, that is a real looming possibility.
Hell yeah. Especially.
I can't believe in America I'm saying this. but it's because I speak the truth as well. Oh, the transgender parody of The Last Supper, highlighting a controversial Muslim performer, had been branded as national suicide by former French governor cabinet member. Supposedly, the Olympics are supposedly there to mark a political truce in France. I mean, that's the Olympics. We all come together. We all love life and we all love each other. But it remains in limbo following President Emmanuel Macron's snap elections. Yeah, how about that, huh?
The left loves to destroy democracy.
Oh boy, don't they? I mean, it's all about democracy. But how many votes does Kamalatoe?
Zero.
Is it zero?
Well, that's zero.
That's not very democratic, is it?
No. No one's ever voted for this woman.
They're in France, dubbed the gayest ever games. I sort of like that new moniker. The opening ceremony. By the way, I've always thought the Olympics are sort of gay anyway. I said it. Am I not a patriot for saying it? I like it when we win the medals. I'm a fan.
Well, it started with Greek athletes that were naked.
There you are. What were the Greeks known for back in the day? I mean, watch the Marlon Brando film. It goes back quite a few years, but that's all you got to know.
They like their orgies.
Yeah, the gayest ever games. The opening ceremony sparked condemnation for promoting paganism and openly mocking Christianity with a trans interpolation of the Last Supper of Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous. They could have gone all day without this. Help me with this. What is the point? Those brain trusts there in France, they got together and they decided this is a green light. Let's do this. What's the ups? Huh?
It's indoctrination. They want to say this is normal. And if you don't think it's normal, you have a problem.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And by the way, all women should grow their armpit hair out.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Well, see, and that's the thing. To each their own.
Right.
I will tell you, Marty, I lived in Rome back in 1984.
Uh-huh.
You did?
Yeah.
Don't tell me it was sexy.
No, it was there. You just had to deal with it.
All right. Okay. At least you didn't say it was hot.
No, you had to deal with it.
Did you get a waft of some stank? Still a little stank?
I was like, you know what?
Did you have a razor in one hand?
I'm like, crush your arms. And this is great.
God.
So it's the vast majority there in Rome? Oh. My lovely Sicilian girlfriend, Maria Armenti,
Harry?
She didn't no, but here's what I'm saying. Not in her underarms because she shaved her underarms.
Right.
But Italian women, by and large, are known for a follicle or two that may show up under their nose.
Right.
Right?
Oh, yeah. You know, it's funny, man.
Or they have the big one coming out from their breasts.
I go to this weed shop down the street, and there's this one. She's hot, right?
Yeah.
But she's got the nose there.
No.
Going on. I'm like,
she's got a hair?
It ruined you, man.
There's a hair coming out?
Oh, yeah, dude. Not just one.
Okay. As my buddy John Albee would say, how hard can it be?
Clip that son bitch.
Or just pluck it out. Pluck her.
Right.
All right, a lot to get to. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the greatest radio stations in the nation. Hey, thank you for putting up with me today, producing and hosting. This is not a walk in the park, my friends.
Will Champlin at Outlaw Radio.
I just hope I get in.
Oh, oh yeah.
So is this hit 3 million on YouTube? This cover we did. We did it in the car or one of those kind of things.
Yes. All right. Look, take us out with this at Outlaw Radio.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, the way that things have been. Oh, second thing second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, the master of my sea. Oh, I was broken at a young age, taking my soaking through the masses, writing my poems for the few that looked at me, took me, shook me, feeling facing up from heartache to the pain. Me on my message to the veins, bringing my beauty from the brain, speaking the lessons from the pain. You made me a believer, believer. Pain, you build me up, you bring me down, believer, believer. Pain, let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my dream, it came from pain. You made me a believer, believer. 13 stars and a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you heard, turn your spirit to a dove. Oh, your spirit up above. Oh, I was choking in the rain, putting reflections through the clouds, bringing my brain up to the clouds, so my feelings they would drown, but it never did ever live. Ebb and flow, it hit the limit until it broke up and it rained down, and it rained down like pain. You made me a believer, believer. Pain, you fill me up, you bring me down, believer, believer. Pain, let the bullets fly and let them rain. My life, my love, my game, it came from pain. You made me a believer, believer. Last things last, by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face, the future, the blood in my veins. Oh, the blood in my veins. Oh, but it never did ever did ever flow and it hit but the limit until it broke up and it rained down, and it rained down like rain. You made me a believer, believer. Pain, you fill me up, you bring me down, believer, believer. Pain, let the bullets fire, let them rain. My life, my love, it came from pain. You made me a believer, believer.
Yes! Yeah! Throws in a little Beatles at the end. Yes! Yes! Will Champlin. Wow. More with Will Champlin when we return on Outlaw Radio.
Arbitron and search rated #1.
This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, the man who is always right.
You know, you can take that several different ways. I'm always right, and I'm always right. Well, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, my friendlies. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, and the finest radio stations in America. Thank you for loving America. I'm assuming you do. Otherwise, why would you be watching, listening to this little program?
In Wisconsin, we need your vote, baby. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we need you guys.
And by the way, the nicest people in the world who have supplied us with so much cheese and beautiful meat products.
Bacon works now.
And Harley Davidson's.
And Harley Davidson. Well, not yet. We're still waiting for
They haven't
it.
sent you one yet?
Well, we're in receipt.
Why, you got one?
We're in receipt of a Harley Davidson.
Okay.
But I don't need a Harley as long as I'm not Listen.
You won't turn it down.
I'm only telling you this.
You'll sell it.
Because it's the honest to God truth that we're running out of cheese. I'm not saying that so you'll send us more. That's not like a little care package.
How much sausage do you have?
Well, no, here's what I'd like. I'd like a little more.
Really no sausage left.
I would like
sausage left.
Since we're ordering, I would like I would like more of that venison. See, Matt's not he isn't a wild game guy.
No. So
I love it.
So if you want to send the venison, just make sure small quantities. We'll give that to Mart and Tattoo Dave if indeed he pulls through this illness.
Oh, he could die.
Yeah, this could be it.
This is it for him.
You just don't know. But no, I'm not going to beg. I mean, you're such.
But we will go to Laughlin to find the body.
Yeah, because you don't believe he's sick, that he jumped on his Harley and he's in Laughlin.
That's right.
Probably to see the Little River Band.
Probably.
Yeah.
By the way, that's a good band to see.
About time those dudes from down under got over to the Colorado River, don't you think?
Yeah.
By the way, is it this time of year, or I think it was this time of year that I was on Route 66 from Philadelphia coming back home to Southern California so many years ago, and stayed in Laughlin. And I like Laughlin a lot,
too.
and I like the Colorado River, but I do remember a bunch of little bugs biting me.
They're
right?
gnats. They're up and down the boardwalk. They get so thick you inhale them.
Yeah, those gnats, not a good little natty. And by the way, the forefathers of Laughlin and those in control, can't we do a little something to fix? All of a sudden, I turned into Rick Dees living in Lakeside. You know, in where does he live?
Toluca Lake.
Toluca Lake, there in the Burbank area. You know, when he went out of his way to put, I think he even as far as a lawsuit against Universal Studios because the explosions during one of the sites up there.
Yep.
Yeah, he had enough of that, and he said, can't we just calm down the explosions?
No, because it's Universal does fireworks every night.
So I'm saying the same thing to the fathers of Laughlin.
Right.
Can't you do something to get rid of the gnats?
Can't you fix that?
I love your town.
Hey, Matt, I got to tell you this. Last one was
brother Mart.
Last time I was in Laughlin. Okay, it's the gnats and there's the heat and everything because it gets mother effing hot because it's humid because of the water in the Colorado River.
Hold on, Mart. Hold on. I'm going to answer. Hold on. There's a text that came in. Hold on just a second.
Can't see a text on radio.
No, I'm trying to find it here. Oh, okay. And so here's an answer to the question. Could you please remind your YouTube viewers why Marty is there? Okay, here is the answer right this second from my brother Mart. Now go with your story.
Well, the answer to that really quickly is Mary, go F yourself.
Okay,
but anyway,
go ahead.
Mary, go F yourself. I mean that sincerely.
Okay,
but anyway,
yes.
So one night I'm out there. My ex is sleeping in the room, and I'm a night owl, so I'm gambling at different casinos because you can walk. People that don't know Laughlin, you can walk up down the boardwalk. There's a casino everywhere you go. So I got kind of bored of that. I went out to this little pier area. I was looking at the fish, a lot of fish down there, and I noticed this couple out there. And this guy, I'm not going to get graphic, but he had her dress flipped up, and she was grabbing the rail, just right there in front of everyone.
Yeah,
yeah.
And what happened?
That was it, man. I joined in, and it was hot.
All right, hold on.
That was your story.
Hold on just a second. I'm going to text Mary. Sorry, you're right. Okay.
That was really a bad story.
That was terrible.
Well, I could have got, but.
Yeah, well, Marty.
Laughlin is considered a swingers town.
Together and talk about nothing.
What, Mark?
Well, they should get together and talk about nothing like they say they can.
Who?
These two guys.
Ralph?
They've been ragging on me all show.
Ralph and my brother Mart?
We've been ragging on him all show?
I don't need to rag on you. You sleep.
All show we've been ragging on you?
Yes.
This is my favorite headline of the week, by the way. This just came in. This came in today. Consumers beware. Ohio Supreme Court rules boneless chicken may contain bones.
Oh no.
Yes. That was a headline.
That sounds like
So let that be a lesson to you.
Yeah.
All right?
I actually bought 2 chicken breasts with some good seasoning and stuff.
What size?
They're freaking huge.
Big
Just
one.
2 of them, right?
Yeah.
And
as big as the exposed breast that you saw in Laughlin?
No, but be aware.
Yeah.
Bone in.
Bone?
Yep. Just be aware of that.
Detransitioner Chloe Cole, the The left made transgenderism into powerful political tool, making people afraid to speak out against mutilating children. So this detransitioner, totally in, and then all of a sudden reached the point where, and this poor gal even had her breasts lopped off, and then decided this ain't for me, and taking the pills and so on, the blockers, and then said, "Oh my God, did I make a mistake?" And so it's a powerful political tool, and it's powerful, in my opinion, coming from a detransitioner such as a Chloe Cole to say, "Hey, they're just it's such a nonpartisan issue," she says. She says this is nonpartisan. You can see that in the polling of both Democrats and Republicans on their feelings about such things as women's sports issues, parents' rights, and notification in schools, and of course on the medicalization of children. She said people on either side of the political spectrum are very, very against what is happening here, especially the children who are being medicalized. And you're right, and I think...
No, she's wrong.
Well, hold on a second. I think she is majority right, and I believe this, and Trump knows this, and this especially in women's sports.
Where she's wrong is when she says nonpartisan.
Oh, yeah, but...
Right, because she's trying to placate her friends, her family, and her...
But the truth is, in my opinion, she's telling the truth.
Correct.
That it truly is a nonpartisan issue.
And that is correct.
It is.
But when she says it's nonpartisan, she's incorrect.
She's probably trying to curry favor.
Because Kamala Harris says...
But I think this could hurt Kamalatoe.
And we agree.
I think this could hurt Kamalatoe.
And we agree. But
so double down, you big idiot.
That's correct.
Yeah, not such an idiot. She became vice president, and,
because of all the votes.
Yeah, that she didn't receive?
Oh, yeah, none.
Well, throughout her career, she did win.
No. Stop. At least one vote.
No, zero.
No. So
when she was running for president...
You're saying no votes.
Zero.
Are you saying goose egg?
Zero. When she was running for president in 2020, she dropped out before the first primary because...
Yeah.
She had no money.
No,
that was
money.
0 votes.
Right, no
And
votes.
now, since she's been anointed after the assault on democracy, no one's voted.
But she has won elections before.
In California, which,
yes.
But that's California.
In San Francisco. I know, but I'm saying she has won. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, California.
Do you really believe she's... In fact, I'm not going to answer. I'll answer the question. Yes, she is more left than Joe Biden. Yes.
She's more left than Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, than Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Yes. Netflix is facing a boycott, which I think is pure BS. They're facing a potential boycott. I don't think it'll happen because I don't believe right or left. I think if someone is used to their effing Netflix, they're not boycotting.
No.
We want to be entertained, even though we don't like what the head of this company is doing, right?
No.
And it wasn't Netflix that donated to Kamala's. It was the CEO.
Yeah, yes. So, so how do you boycott him? You get rid of Netflix.
Right.
I mean, supposedly.
By the way, Netflix has a lot of crap on it now.
Donated $7 million in a super political action committee supporting Vice President Kamalatoe Harris's presidential campaign. And a little fact check, Jennifer Aniston falsely claims that J.D. Vance wants to ban IVF, and that is a big crock of crap. Jennifer Aniston, and there's a gal I want to like her because she's still a hot.
But she's not smart.
No.
I've always said.
Are we talking about an actress in Hollywood?
Right.
Okay.
I've always said this. She's got the nicest ass in Hollywood.
Well, I'll tell you what. My ex, Ellen K.
Oh yeah, she's up there. She's up there with that. I've seen her in the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But
Did I say that out loud?
But are you saying, unlike men, women do keep their ass? Or because men...
Yeah, women don't keep... Well, normally.
Men lose their asses when as age progresses, but women keep their...
Nah, sometimes they drop off, too. Things go south. They spread out, Mark?
Yeah.
Do you know what a woman is?
No.
Give me the definition of a woman.
I'm looking at her.
Friend star Jennifer Aniston jumped into the election fray, positioning herself as the patron saint of... childless cat ladies everywhere after the mainstream news media dug up Vice President candidate J.D. Vance's long ago comment about Kamalatoe Harris, But in doing so, the Hollywood star also ended up spreading fake news about Vance's position on IVF. In her defense of cat ladies, Jennifer Aniston erroneously claimed that J.D. Vance wanted to take away women's access to in vitro fertilization.
Right.
And that's a big crock of crap. All I can say is, Mr. Vance, I pray that your daughter is fortunate enough to bear children of her own one day. Aniston wrote on Instagram. Boy, she...
The kid hater, by the way.
She and Barbara Streisand, and Rosie O'Donnell, and, you know, you're a bunch, and Cher, you're a bunch of dopes. Just shut up. Just let us think you're stupid, okay? You know, wouldn't that be easier? Just let us imagine that you're stupid. I hope she will not need to turn to IVF as a second option. I wonder if Aniston even knew what IVF stood for.
Well, I would like to ask Jennifer Aniston, if a woman gets pregnant on IVF,
yes,
can then she abort the baby?
Because you're trying to take that away from her, too. That's what Aniston
Right,
says.
and by the way, she should shut her mouth, because I do know this. The reason Brad Pitt, one of the main reasons, left her, because she would not give him babies. She doesn't like kids. She said it to him, I don't like children. So she didn't even like kids.
Okay, I don't know if any of that is true. I'll take that at face value.
Well, Marty's a Hollywood insider, so I'm going to say that.
Thank you, my brother.
Vance voted his support for IVF in a February interview with local NBC affiliate, blah, 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 during which he said Trump and, Trump and pretty much every Republican that I know is pro-fertility treatments. My view is babies are good.
Yes.
Families are good, Vance said. And I want there to be as much access to fertility treatment as possible. And I think 99% of people agree with me, Democrat, Republican, or in the middle. Yeah, how do these actresses get it so wrong?
What would happen if nobody had a baby?
Well, that's happening. That's happening these days.
The world population would just...
The youth, they don't want to have kids, man.
They don't want to have jobs.
So who's going to pay for their Social Security?
They're running out. You let another 4 years of the Dems gone. It's over.
They don't think their positions through.
No. Well, they don't think about anything. It's all emotion. They're emotional about it. Let's get rid of guns. Okay, how's that going to help? Well, you know, because they kill people. Because they kill.
I just wanted to.
Well, I have to agree with him. If there were no guns, Alec Baldwin would have never killed anybody.
Yeah, that's right. If there were no guns, if you could just eliminate guns from the world, and then there's new weapons, a baseball bat or a knife.
That would kill somebody?
A hammer.
Oh, yeah, a hammer.
Right.
So you're saying people were killed prior to guns?
I guess I am.
Didn't the caveman use clubs?
Yes. I hate to be so bold. Yeah.
A caveman used clubs. Great name for a band. It really is.
Can't believe people were killed before guns.
Yeah, it happened. Justin Timberlake will appear in court for drunk driving charge.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Why, thank God.
Long Island.
I like that dude.
Face charges of drunk driving.
Well, you like the Mickey Mouse Club.
I don't, I didn't follow his Disney career, but I do. I
Former senior Chicago cop reminds voters Kamalatoe Harris backed Jussie Smollett's hate crime.
It's still on our Twitter feed.
Oh, my God.
Remember that.
It's a high-tech lynching of a black man.
Yes, remember that. And it was 100% false. But, you know, when it comes to the left's narratives, they have no problem with that. Russia.
Liar, liar, liar.
They don't care about the hoaxes. They embrace the hoaxes as the truth. Gosh darn it. Because, you know, it's all about that bad man Donald Trump. Orange man.
I really wish there's a way to put Elon Musk's AI chip into Trump's brain before the debate so he can instantly recall every stupid thing this woman's ever said.
Wow. Yeah. One insider in Hollywood says F, but he uses the word these Trump-loving techies. So now they're going after San Francisco and the techies and Silicon Valley, man. Now all of a sudden, Silicon Valley they're not really on the side.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
J.D. Vance is a massive crypto guy.
It's direct.
And Silicon Valley wants to get out of the dollar and the Fed, and they want to go crypto.
And Today, Trump, great speech, and it was a crypto seminar, and it was spot on. And I'm telling you, this man, he's smart because he learns. He learns. And I do believe he embraces this new technology.
Because it's anti-government.
Right. And so am I, and so are you, and so is Mark.
Yes,
and
sir.
so is my brother, and so is Billy Dilly out there in the green room. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Matthew Allen's nephew Michael, and in a fit of rage one night, my uncle broke my blacklight, and I really think he should buy me a new one. That was very childish of him. Here's the 36-year-old that acts like a 9-year-old. Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Sweet.
That's my son. That's my son. He'll be here next Friday. We'll have a little shindig over here.
Yeah, little Michael. His voice has stayed the same, by the way, and he's 42 years old.
Yeah. He fantastic. Well, he does movie scores and he does
he's talented.
TV commercials.
Talented little dude.
Producer, keyboard player.
All right, I forgot to get to this, or it's not that I forgot. We didn't have time last week. This Ingrid Andress performs the national anthem at the All-Star game.
She may have been a little drunk.
2024.
Well, she's not drunk.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not buying that, Ralph.
By the way,
she said it.
Before I get to
I know
this,
she did.
Before I get to this, do you agree with J.D. Vance, who demands Joe Biden resigns from office? Do you think that that's a good thing if we have Kamala as president?
He's correct in his thinking.
No, he's correct.
Correct in his thinking, but he's bad in politics.
I think that's a bad idea.
Correct.
We don't need an incumbent.
Right.
Right? And by the way, we may be completely wrong on this. Maybe it works for us. Who knows?
Who knows? But you know what we said? We're anti-government. I remember when I got politically active under Ronald Reagan.
Right.
And I had a college professor say to me, Reagan doesn't care about you. And I said to him, I don't want Reagan to even know who I am.
Yes, 100%.
If the government knows who I am, we have a problem.
We have a big problem. So this gal, and we've done some research and discovered that she can't even sing drunk or sober.
Dude, she can't.
We watched some of her in the studio. She unless I'm missing something, but this is that Ingrid Andress, and God bless her using that excuse that she was drunk on the day of this performance, because I think that's a crock of crap.
I would have said I got taken over by Rosie
O'Donnell?
No.
Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne Barr.
Here we go.
Who's broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight?
It's not bad yet. But it's not.
For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly straight.
The poor baseball players, you could see it in their face. They were wondering if they should walk off the field.
Aaron Judge put his hat over his face.
her down.
Go home.
I think that's what they're saying.
Oh, you just listened to Biden's America.
Yeah.
Here we go. What note scale? What scale is she hitting right there going down?
All of them.
No, she's not hitting any of them. Oh my God! You gotta quit singing, baby.
Oh man, don't
Give
you
her up,
don't
dog.
you have any empathy for the challenged?
No.
Oh my.
Hey, thanks for bearing with us today. It was a toughie. I'm sweating like a hog, and thanks to Ralph Odierna for the fine bourbon. Thanks to Mark C.G. Boyers for sleeping during the show.
You're welcome.
Thanks, my brother Mart.
T. I need a mechanic right
Thanks,
now.
Billy. Thanks, Billy Dilly, our HR man outside. Is he preparing a barbecue?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, the door isn't open here in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar, so I can't tell. All right, thank you so much. Mom and Dad, I love you. My daughter Alexandra, 1,000,000 times around the earth. Milt Larson, God bless you, my friend. Thank you for being there for most of my life. And don't forget, bumblebees can't fly.